What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, talk some Eagles, and around the NFL with us. Let's go. Let's go. This ain't the fuck like this game, he stinks.
Oh, shit.
Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick DelGozzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Welcome in, everybody. This is Agree to Disagree, only on A2D Radio. Every Sunday, we are brought to you by our doc. Make them yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, locations in Burlington and Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Go check him out right down there on his website, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Tom Arnone, Nick DelGozzo, Brian Wilson, Greg Milakovic, the family out there. Welcome in. We'll do Crumb of the Week like we do every show at the end of it. And NLCS Game 2, live reactions, Braves Dodgers. Talk a little bit about that as that game continues around the NFL. We'll give you some live reactions. Pittsburgh, Seattle tonight. Nothing. And we'll circle the entire league and have some fun with that. Main topic at hand is going to be Eagles, but instead of just going like Nick Sirianni's a problem, obviously he is. Jalen Hurts is an issue, obviously he is. Howie Roseman's an issue, obviously he is. Jeffrey Lurie's a big-time movie producer issue, obviously he is. So besides going in that direction, we're going to go a little bit different, and our main topic is going to be Eagles trade deadline. But we'll talk about everything Eagles, and we'll continue to talk about, you know, their next visit, their next game is a visit to what? Vegas?
Sin City.
Sin City. Wow. What happens in Vegas?
So we'll talk a little bit about some guys who can go, and then just, you know, maybe some expectations on what we would like to see besides just running the football. The rest of this season. So our poll question is going to be brought to you by Manscaped, and you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Head to toe, taken care of. Go check out the Lawnmower 4.0, the ball deodorant, nose clippers, ears clippers, anything you think of. Hair and body wash. I mean, think about that.
They got you covered.
Everything. Literally everything. Go use the promo code A2D, 20% off and free shipping over at Manscaped. Our poll question for tonight's show: Zach Ertz won't be the only veteran traded by the trade deadline for the Eagles. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the follow. Be great tonight. Be great tonight out there. That's all you can do, right? All you can do is be better than the Eagles and pound the goddamn like. Hit the subscribe. Turn your alerts on. Join the conversation. Wherever you're tuning in at, comment in. We try to read everything, and if we don't read it, we're at least showing it. To the poll, you would have to think that they know where they're at as a football team. One, and well, maybe they don't, but and two, you know, they got a lot of money. They got a lot of money next year as well. So I would not be surprised at all if more guys are moved. Those guys, we can talk about who those guys might be, but I'll say I agree. I'll go with agree, because you would think, you know, if they start with moving Ertz, you would think that starts the ball for some other things, right? And it not just being Zach Ertz. Like, they're sort of telling you, like, all right, you know, we know where we stand, especially guys on 1-year deals. or the last year of their deals, right? You look at a guy like Derek Barnett, right? That's a guy that, I don't know what you're going to get for him beside a penalty, but try to get something for him, right? If you get a 6th-round pick back for Reggie White, great trade. Okay, so, at this point, you take what you can get. I don't give a shit about 5th, 6th, 7th-round picks, but at this point, you start cleaning the house in a way, and not in like a terrible way for some of these guys, like a guy like Fletcher. I would absolutely take offers for Fletcher Cox right now. Do I think I'm going to get his value? No, but if somebody's going to take the money, like somebody did with Zach Ertz, then absolutely I do it. Right? It's all about people taking the money from you. If somebody wants to come take the money off your hands, go take it for a 5th. You know what I'm saying, guys? Because you're in start over mode. So go take it for a 5th. At this point, I hate draft picks, but you can't have too many. You can't. You literally cannot have too many right now in the position that the Philadelphia Eagles are in. So I agree to the poll. Not really a poll to get heated about and say a million things about, but I'm sure the chat will handle that for us. So I agree. They're not winning anything this year. Not like in terms of a division. You watch the Cowboys play; they got no shot at winning this division. They're not going to be a playoff team. We're talking about picks. We're rooting on Jacksonville Jaguars today, for goodness gracious, because of Miami. We want their pick, right? So this is where we're at. So knowing this is where we're at, move as many as you can move. Move as many of these veterans as you can clear out. Especially like Arizona took Zach Ertz's money. So he's like 10.6 or something. They took it.
Chuck Peterson just homered, wearing his grandmother's pearls.
2-2, yeah.
So right, guys, you know what I'm saying?
Pearl necklace?
Later.
Looks like it. Tell me that's not a pearl necklace. Wait for it.
Oh my God, he is wearing a pearl necklace.
Yes, he's wearing his grandmother's pearls, Greg.
They just showed a lady with something similar on her bed.
There you go.
Yep.
I don't know if that's his mom.
Jocktober.
So to the poll.
By the way.
I agree. What do you guys say? Family out there, let us know what you guys think as well.
I'll agree with you, Tom. I used to think there wasn't a lot of trades, but last couple of years there's been more trades at the deadline. So, and like you said, we're not winning anything. So, if you could dump some contracts, then whatever. I'm down to trade whoever. I don't give a fuck. I was going to say what sucks. I almost cut you off there saying what sucks, but it's like, of course, looks like we're going to have some great picks next year, and it doesn't look like there's like any QB to write home about. It doesn't look like there's any slam dunk, Of course, it's not a slam dunk.
Yep.
Why would there be? Why would there be? This happens to us all the time. Like Evan Turner, Nolan fucking Patrick. This freaking shit happens all the fucking time. Markel Fultz. Even though you can say there was a slam dunk in that one, but
maybe you can get a guy at 53.
No, you're right though, Will. So there's a lot of guys with talent at the college ranks, but there's a lot of question marks for all of them, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent, there's a lot of potential upside for a lot of them, but there's also a lot of downside with all of them as well. So yeah, top 10. Regardless of how many picks we have inside of there, potentially 2, 3, who knows?
I kind of just want to go defense.
You're not going quarterback round 1.
No,
I
would just go defense. There is a kid. I don't want to talk about draft yet, but I kind of like that kid Pickett from Pittsburgh. I think he can sling it, but again, I don't know. He might be considered like I think they were saying like a 4th rounder, 3rd, 4th. I don't know. So I don't know. Some of these guys they have ranked high, I think fucking stink. So I want nothing to do with them.
There's not many quarterbacks from Pittsburgh that I'm going to get all jazzed up about.
Dan Marino, decent player.
Only guy ever.
That's not true. There's been more than just him.
Flacco went there first.
Yeah, Joseph.
Yeah, that's where he started. Yeah,
Joseph. No, but I'm trying to think. There's been more. I can't think.
I agree to the poll.
Western Pennsylvania, not quite Pitt though.
Yeah. A lot of Western Pennsylvania guys.
Loaded.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm talking about that actual
and
Pitt.
The Pickett kid is from there too, I believe. Western Pennsylvania.
Pickett is a local kid. Yes. But no, I will also agree to the poll. Yeah, Tommy, I think you hit it on the head. I think you could see a Fletcher going potentially. I know they moved Slay's money around, so I think he's an option. Potentially to somebody who wants him, just to get out of that long extension. I think the deal that they did with him, either to readjust the end of last year, or early this year, was to help free up money in case he either opts out or they trade him. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think they're done. It just sucks because the guy calling the shots and the guy making the picks is a moron. So what does more picks mean for us? But, yeah, I mean, I think they should be in pure sellers mode. Absolutely.
Yeah, I would say anyone, if people call about him, obviously we're answering the phone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if we're pushing to make deals, but maybe we're like, I would say send a feeler out there like, hey, guys are available. Let us know. I'm not just trying to give guys away, but like Tom, like you said, I mean, we ain't winning nothing. So
no, I mean, I'll start like essentially giving guys away per se if you're eating their money.
Yeah,
they're not in the business of giving guys away.
Sorry, I didn't know that until you said that because I considered for the last couple of days that was a giveaway. You know what I mean? I don't really care about Ty Gowan and another 5th-round pick. You know what I mean? And I know Ertz is at the end of his rope. You know what I mean? But for a contending team, I thought you could have got more. But to your point, when you miss Pac-Man the money, when you gobble up the money, obviously it makes more sense.
Yeah, then you're like, all right, I'll take a 5th. Right? Like if somebody called Fletcher Cox and they're too willing to take on the rest of his contract, like, okay.
Well, I feel like that's how it's always been, you know, Tommy? Like, remember we used to always be like, how these guys get these guys for like fucking 5th-round picks? It's like, yeah, they just eat the cash.
Yeah. I'll take a 7th and you take all Fletcher's money. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, that's a throwaway, but I'm just moving on from stuff that's not going to be here when I'm ready to compete again. And it's sad. It's tough to move on for some of these guys. Obviously, especially when you get your first Super Bowl, right? So it's a little harder than if you had a couple and then you're moving on from guys. So I mean, that's where I will stand with it. I mean, if teams are calling, willing to eat money, trying to win championships, here you go.
Oh,
here you go. I thought he was picked.
TJ Watt almost just picked that.
But yeah, anybody's up for grabs.
This game looks like a stone cold under.
But yeah, I agree that they do more sweeps. What do you think? I think we have all three.
I think you make it. You know, I think it's unanimous between us. You know,
Andy Baker, I love that kid. I do agree. He can play.
I'm not sure.
Kyle Hamilton can play.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm not sure who it would be, but I think I don't think they're done. I don't think they're done unloading. We'll see. See who what pieces get moved, and what contenders need something.
Sweet tattoos kicker.
Try to plug. Try to plug somebody in, and that might put them over the edge. You know what I mean? So, we'll see how the phone rings and how they proceed. But like Will said, if the phone rings, you answer and you get it done. You know what I mean? And you thank whatever veteran it is for their service and their time here, and their if they were part of the Super Bowl, you pat them on the ass and you thank them and you say, hey, come on back for alumni weekend, man. We'll see you soon. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean?
A quick chime in, Sweeps. Loving the stash. Love the stash. Who wants a mustache ride? Love the stash.
Don't start. People going to start clamoring for Minshew.
Oh, a little bitch.
Good old Gardner.
Bill, yeah,
I wouldn't mind if we still struggle the next few weeks. I wouldn't mind Minch getting a little time. Just saying.
And Bill, I wouldn't.
Everyone can marinate on that one.
Bill, I wouldn't mind trading Miles Sanders. You're not going to use them.
Well, that's
yeah.
I mean,
what are we getting from Miles Sanders?
You're going to run 2 times. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know about
17 new Wilson footballs.
I don't know about his trade value.
I'll take it.
Somebody likes him because he's young enough. But I hear you. I mean, there's nothing on the resume that jumps off the board, or AKA all 22 film watchers. I don't know, but he doesn't really. I mean, they don't use him. They don't put it in his belly enough to So I don't know. In professional sports, everybody thinks they can fix somebody. Not saying that he's broken, but you can't fix what's inside. I don't think he's tough enough. You know what I mean? He just doesn't like running in between the tackles. I don't think he likes to fucking get physical.
Doesn't like contact.
I don't think he likes the bangs. You know what I mean? So, that's what are you going to do? There's nothing to fix there. You know what I mean? Now, the Sixers, the Eagles haven't, Sirianni and these idiots.
Baby. Wednesday. Let's go.
Sirianni
hasn't practiced today.
They haven't used them right, but I don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
He ran out of bounds twice while we were killing the clock the other week. Thanks.
I've always
thanks,
had
Miles.
with him.
Thanks, Miles.
When him running between the tackles, he's never really wanted to. He's never wanted to really lower shoulders. And look for
dancer. He's a dancer.
He's always been a little bit of a dancer, which is fine. Which is fine. I mean, you can still use the dancer once in a while because they haven't used it at all. And Bill, there's no way you're getting a second rounder for him. No way.
Chance.
You're lucky.
He's a running back, Bill.
You
get second rounders for quarterbacks. He's a fifth rounder.
You can get more than that. I don't agree with the second, but you can get
running back, Greg.
Yeah, but he's still young.
What does that mean? He's still
a young running back.
No one cares about running backs.
Someone will give you a third or a fourth for him.
I don't know about all that.
Well, I mean, I think you get a fourth.
We're just so down our team.
A fourth.
We're just so down our team. We just want everybody going just so we can have something new. You know what I mean?
We fucking stink, Greg. We should be down.
We do. You're absolutely right.
I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying.
But we're obviously more down on our players.
Oh,
than,
Deontay Johnson, big run.
Than what probably the rest of the league is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think other teams will look at Miles as a weapon that they can and utilize, right? Especially if they have a power back because they've seen that. Okay, if I can get him 12 to 15 touches with a change of pace guy, then I got a good dynamic. Because when the Eagles had a change of pace guy with Miles, right? You see the dynamic. When Dallas introduced a change of pace guy with Ezekiel Elliott, you see the difference, right? The NFL, like, hey, get your binoculars out like we talk about. Copycat league. Everybody should be looking for a thunder and lightning per se because linebackers are the key to it all. So if you got a guy that pounds you, and then speed comes in, it can be night. That's where you get your big one. That's where you get your 40-yarders, 50-yarders. And you get them explosive runs that Miles showed us.
And to your point, like when you're, the trade partner problem most likely, for him could also be, with a team with veteran wide receivers who like to get physical and block. Because when a guy wants to bounce, you get those veteran guys that can, they can steal the outside for you. That's how you pop one. You know what I mean?
Like Arizona?
Not a veteran guy, but Jamar Chase, phenomenal block downfield today for Mixon to run for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to say
phenomenal downfield block today.
Yeah, it was. It was a grown man block.
Yes, it was.
Absolutely. You like to see that.
Thanks for bringing up Mixon and touchdowns. Appreciate it, buddy.
Sorry about you just needed that second one, didn't you?
I did.
Well, like I had that dude Herbert for Chicago in a couple, and he scored, and I was like,
did he pick that?
And then they called it back. Of course. No way.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, nobody's going to give you anything for him. You're stuck with certain guys. But I would look into moving some names, and then we can talk more about next week and just some things we saw from Thursday, blah blah blah. But some guys you got to be interested in looking to move is Rodney McLeod, Darius Slay, Fletcher Cox, Derek Barnett. I don't know if you're getting anything for Brandon Brooks, right? You know what I mean? Brandon Brooks. Y'all look everywhere. I mean, even Jason Kelsey to a point. I mean, I'm not trying to trade him. I doubt he would want to go anywhere, but somebody calls me in the center. Guys get hurt, and it's like I think Rodgers just lost his center, right? I'm sure Jason would be happy to go to Green Bay, get somebody up between his butt crack once in a while because we know Jalen ain't getting up there. It's all shotgun city. So maybe you like a little Rodgers, a little tickle, tickle.
I own you.
Little cold in Wisconsin. A little cold. Like to get in tight.
Hands. Absolutely.
Hargraves is probably somebody I don't trade, Tom.
No, I was gonna say I would hold Hargraves. He's playing good ball.
And he's young.
He's under contract for a while.
He's young enough to be part. He's young enough to be part of this group when you actually can talk about winning division.
I would say he would be kind of your new core if you did trade other people. You know what I mean? He would kind of be one of your core leaders.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. There's plenty of guys that you could trade and you can get a bunch of sub back too. And I'm not saying a lot, but you get a bunch of fifths sitting around and maybe some fours sprinkled in. I mean, they all
then you can throw 2 fifths for a third. Yeah, everyone has fun.
Yeah, then you start having really great. Then you have draft days, right? You know what I mean, Greg? Then you have the moving. You have draft days. You're fucking moving. See, I'd be like Madden. I'd be fucking moving and shaking. So, if my team stunk,
we would ruin that
value. I'm getting rid of everybody. I'm gonna have 45 picks next year. People be like, well, he's gonna trade some of them for next year. No, I'm gonna use a bunch. I'm gonna have fucking 42 in the first 3 rounds. First 3 rounds, I'm having 35 picks.
Like when the Browns had a ton of picks, they ended up with Brandon Whedon in the corner that was in the league for a year.
Yeah,
It's gonna be what happens to us.
Yep.
Yeah,
Up.
I was thinking that Will's not. I was
Good
out.
job.
I wasn't
Good
thinking
job.
about the Browns, but I was thinking about as a dismal Dolphins fan, right? They did it right, but you missed a quarterback, right? So now you fucked everything up for 15 years. Everything you did, you fucked it up. You know what I mean? Like it was beautiful. You were stockpiling them like fucking Winnie the Pooh does fucking honey, and it was you had him. It was fucking fantastic, and then you went. And you let one guy and you fucking stopped right here. No whammies, no whammies.
Love a good honey pot.
No whammies. Hawaiian lefty with injuries. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Lefty from Bama. Like that does.
Just lefty in general. There's been 4 good ones ever. Sorry. There's been 4 good ones ever. Sorry.
So if you go that route, to your point, like he's got to do it right. I mean, who's pulling the trigger? He's got to do it right. You do it right, you build it up for fucking 15 years.
We pointed out, they'd be like, well, coming
Steve
into
Young,
the
Mark
2022
Brunell.
NFL, like if I was the general manager, it'd be like coming into the 2022 NFL draft, the Philadelphia Eagles have 150 picks. What are they going to do with it?
They actually have the least amount of money on salary cap ever in the history of the NFL.
Yeah,
they're currently only paying $12 million right now.
They stopped
guys. They're playing both sides of the football.
They had a forfeit game at the end of the year. They didn't have enough players.
I was gonna say with Tommy as a GM, like they'd have 10 Mr. Irrelevants. With the 10th Mr. Irrelevant, the Eagles think they're the only team drafting round 50.
Compensatory picks. The Eagles have 7 7th-round compensatory picks.
But listen, you're right. I mean, we'll get into the games in a minute. But this draft's going to determine where this organization goes for a long time.
When we fuck this up, it's going to be epically awful.
Yeah. So
I can already see it now. We'll draft a lineman from Pac-12. We'll draft a fucking receiver from the Big Ten. Let's go. Oh, Charles, he'll be on the news in a year like Charles Johnson. You smoke weed? Yeah, puff.
Kayvon, you want my honest answer? The end linebacker, defensive back, right? Like that's how I'm looking at it in some fashion.
Yeah, they probably won't look linebacker, unfortunately, but I agree. Definitely D-line, O-line. You kind of have to draft a replacement for Lane now almost because
I don't know that you do. You don't. You have.
I mean, he's not here, Greg.
No, but I'm saying right now we have Dillard and Mailata that are playing decently.
Yeah, that's true. So, and they're both under contract, right?
They're both under contract. You really don't have to really go offensive line because even when you look even in the interior, obviously you have Dickerson going somewhere, whether he stays at guard
he'll probably be center in the future.
Or he moves to center. And then you have Herbig and Driscoll and Sayamalu. Like they've all had good runs that you really don't have to early at least. Of course, you're going to always have depth.
And they already moved Mailata to fucking right tackle, basically.
Yeah.
Dillard's looked good.
Dillard, but Dillard's looked pretty okay.
Yes, he has. I agree.
Princey, thank you for the super chat.
And guess what? If we ran the fucking ball, they'd probably look even better.
They probably look really good.
Considering they pass blocked the entire game, they look pretty damn good.
Yeah, given the circumstance, everybody knows what you're doing.
It's unreal.
I'll never forget Howie for trading with Baltimore and letting them take Lamar. You never pass on the franchise QB like that. I can give him a pass on that one, Princey, just because you had a franchise quarterback here. At least you thought you did at the time, and you managed to ruin that because he's actually had a really I won't bring him up, but he's had a really good year.
They're not winning games, but he's thrown the ball well. Except for like the first 2 games. Last couple games, he's thrown the ball well. He has.
I mean, getting T.Y. back for half a minute helped him today. And then
he's hurt again.
Then he's hurt again.
Is he hurt again?
Yeah. He left the game again. But Prince, I hear you to an extent.
Watching DK catch balls is always fun.
Prince, I hear you to an extent, but there was a whole lot of question marks about Lamar coming out of college.
Yeah, he went late too.
There's no way we would have ever thought that he truly would have been this good, and still, that's still only regular season good. He still has yet to win anything in the playoffs. Not necessarily his fault, but it's That's the truth.
Sure it has.
Yeah, he's gotten better. I mean, he's definitely. I've always been a skeptic of Lamar, but he's definitely improved. I still want to see him do it in the playoffs, but he's playing great ball. You know, he's got them. He's probably right now towards the top of the MVP list. Playing great ball.
John, I thought they were. I'm not talking about just Thursday night. I'm saying in general, I thought he's looked pretty good. I mean, he's going to get beat sometimes. and
yeah, when you're passing every play, guys, guys know it's coming.
Shaq Barrett pretty
Pin
good.
Their heels back. Pin their ears back.
Shaq Barrett pretty good at the end. So it's not like he's getting beat like a drum off of some Joe Schmo, but you're also dropping back every play. I mean, like Wilson just said, it becomes predictable. Guys pin their ears back. They come get you. That's where you're at.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, and you're absorbing contact all game. If you play offensive line, you want to run block. You want to dish out the hits. You don't want to absorb contact all game. That's tough. Just doing that alone is tough, and we're doing it 45 times a game, and we're running at 7. I mean, it's just awful, really. And another tip of the cap to the defense. I feel like the defense has played pretty well last few weeks, especially considering they're on the field for 75% of the time. We just can't. I feel like our coach just over his head. Just looks awful. We just look ugly.
No, they've definitely played well, and they're the reason some of these games are as close as they really are, because they don't feel like it in the moment, right? You know what I mean? Like in the moment, like that Carolina game, you wouldn't have told me that was only a 2-score game, like through 3 quarters. I thought that game was over. There's no shot in hell we're coming back. But again, as you mentioned, that defense played really well, and sure, Tampa Bay let up in the second half because they probably could have hung 45 on us. But they played well and they kept us in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have been rowing to Guam with Eganoff.
Oh, I'm not doing anything physical labor. Are you kidding me?
I know. I wasn't going to say anything, but you were heavy breaths when we first came in. I thought maybe you were doing calisthenics over there or something.
Yeah,
no,
John,
definitely not.
He hasn't been as bad as you think he's been, too. And you don't have a quarterback that reads or goes through progressions or steps up and delivers balls on time. So, you put your offensive line in a really bad situation there, too.
Doesn't step up in the pocket ever. He just breaks contain.
Yeah, I mean, John,
I'm not trying to crush Jalen Hurts because I still think we're not helping him with the game plan, but he hasn't been very good.
We're not saying he's playing great. He's going to be an all-pro, but he's playing better than the tissue boy we thought we had, right? So I mean,
we didn't think he was even going to get on the field,
Yeah, we didn't think he was going to be there. So I mean, to be serviceable right now at this point allows you to do different things in those first 10, 15 picks of the draft where you don't have to take that left tackle, because if he's not it, then you already have Mailata there to switch back, right? So that's kind of where we're at. You're right. I mean, there's times where he's been bad, but hey, at least he's playing. I'll take that.
Yeah, Alex Singleton shouldn't be able to.
Definitely have to address the linebacker position.
What's even worse about your Alex Singleton comment is that he might be our best linebacker, and you're 100% correct.
Yeah, and it has to be addressed. And, you have to get past.
We have to get a linebacker that goes sideline to sideline and makes every tackle.
If it's an organizational thing, then somebody needs to wake the fuck up, and they need to. They gotta fucking make some changes. You know what I mean? Like they gotta address the position. You know what I mean? Like you can get a guy, a fucking dude in the middle that fucking goes fucking sideline to sideline is a game changer, right? You know what I mean? Fuck, dude.
And he knows
I don't understand.
I
don't understand, especially because we have good D tackles. Usually, you got good D tackles, you'll get a monster that makes every tackle.
Yeah.
Every tackle's like I mean, you're not going to get an LT, but LT, you get the big guys up front. The LT made every tackle. Any tackle that was within, a yard behind the line of scrimmage or 10 yards after, LT made every tackle. We got to go get a guy like that. Trotter used to do that. He wasn't even the best. But Trotter made every tackle when Corey Simon was in there plug in the middle. Of course, Trotter made every tackle.
I was going to say, I was going to go right there when we had that D-line with Corey Simon and all those and a bunch of other guys, right? That's all there really was. It was just Corey Simon in reality of anybody high-priced over there, right? And then, but he ate up so much that Trotter was able to roam and just tackled everything.
Yep.
No, you look at the good defenses around the league. You look at any of the good ones. They got linebackers that are going sideline to sideline.
Yeah, they make every play. Like
when
Baltimore was awesome.
The Arizona Cardinals. You can just look right at the Arizona Cardinals, for instance, right? I mean, you look at I look at the Arizona Cardinals and I look at Isaiah Simmons, Jordan Hicks. I mean, you got guys that can move.
Yeah, Jordan Hicks, that hurts. He's played well. Couldn't stay on the field for us, though. That's just typical.
No.
A guy, like I said, it doesn't matter. A guy that creates havoc, right? And that's what guys that do, in the linebacker position, especially the greats, right? They're athletic, right? They're strong, they're special, and they're tough. I mean, that's just it anchors your fucking defense, right? To not have a fucking guy, or to have a fucking revolving door of fucking tomato cans. I mean, whatever, if you want to count the last one.
Tomato can door. Yeah.
Hicks, you want to count Hicks, whatever, but he was hurt when he was here, you know what I mean? But, besides that, it's a revolving door of just dudes, you know what I mean? And it's just, it does nothing for you. You know what I mean? It does nothing for your defense. It fucking kills your defense. Right?
I don't know what Calvin's talking about, by the way.
And that guy's the heart and soul of your fucking defense, you know what I mean?
I've never been more disgusted with an Eagles team, and it's all on the coach. I said Jalen Hurts hasn't been good, but it's not his fault, really. We haven't put him in a position to be good. And that's on the coaching staff. I'm disgusted. I was live tweeting / Facebooking the game on Thursday. I'm disgusted. I've never been this disgusted in a team, and I remember the Kotite years. We stink. We're awful.
Perfect time. To reiterate what he was saying, and then this follow up, Calvin, you're wrong in a way, because the blame goes both directions here. I mean, it's a combo league. Right? Obviously, you need talent at the quarterback position. You also need a smart head coach. Okay, if you have neither, this is where you're.
It's always when I'm rolling, dude. It's always when I'm rolling.
If you call it rolling,
fucking StreamYard bullshit. It's unreal, dude. It's fucking coach. The coach stinks. We all know this. But Hurts hasn't been good. I mean, if you think he's been good and you're not watching the game, anyone can throw when you're down 3 scores.
Yeah, a lot of all that. Yeah.
Watch the leg. Everyone throws when they're down 3 scores.
A lot of stats are fucking Garbo time.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of Garbo stats.
Thing is and fucking Sirianni's a fucking train wreck, right? And from day one,
train wreck.
You could say, it's not just us saying this. Fucking 6 weeks in, all right? We didn't like to hire. You guys are huge fans, all right? You guys didn't like to hire either, right? Because we said, hey, young guy, no experience. What is that? Is that somebody that's coming from somebody's tree? Is that somebody that's finally getting an opportunity? Or the quote unquote air quote hot assistant, right? Or is it a fucking puppet? And it became, and we knew that it was going to be the latter, and that's exactly what it was. That's what they want. They want a guy in the fucking building that they can fucking tell what to do. Right. And that's what Jeffrey and Howie are pushing all the fucking buttons, all the wrong buttons, right, as per usual. And that's what they wanted. All right. They wanted a guy that's just a fucking yes guy, excited to get his first head coaching job, get something on his resume. And he's not going to fucking make any qualms. He's not going to fucking say a goddamn word. All right. And
he looks quite puppetish.
Can't be this fucking stupid. This guy can't be this stupid. He's just fucking I guess he is, you know what I mean? But I've never seen anything like it. All right. And then, the reason why Hurts gets crushed, and rightfully so, not just about his play, but even if Sirianni's not calling running plays, even on the RPOs, he never keeps it in the belly. He keeps it every time. So, I mean, the defense should never fall for a play action or an RPO, because he's just going to fucking keep it.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw the video. Baltimore did a breakdown of that one RPO where, remember in the third quarter where he ended up breaking out to his right and then slid down, right? Yeah. So he did the RPO. If he would have given it to Miles, there was enough gap to get 3-4 yards on the first down. All right, probably would have taken it, right? He obviously doesn't give it. He goes to look the pass to the left where we have our 3 wide receivers. Rieger and Watkins aren't even looking. They're firing out the block. They're the closest to him. It was supposed to be a run play. And the only one looking is Devontae, and he's all the way on the sideline, and you have to throw it, obviously, through 2 other guys plus the defender. So, obviously, he takes off and runs and then slides down. Like, the RPOs, the wide receivers, at least on that play, weren't even looking for the ball. So, there was no pass option. It just needed to be a run. And he needed to hand it off to Miles is what he needed to do.
Well, yeah, I think.
Sorry.
No, I think part of it's a quarterback trying to do too much, too. A young, inexperienced guy thinking he can do too much. And it's like, dude, but this is where the coaching comes in, right? So this is where the combo comes in. We're saying, hey, after the first quarter, leave it in the fucking belly. Leave it in the belly.
Or just call a running play then. Yeah, I keep hearing everyone telling me, oh, Jalen's pulling. He's pulling every RPO. Well, call a fucking running play then.
Yeah, how can we not be on?
You're the coach. You're the head coach.
How could you be an NFL quarterback and not ever go under center. I don't give a fuck about the gimmicks, what you did in college, right? I mean, it's the first thing you learn in fucking Pee Wee football. Hey, you want to play quarterback? Get your ass under there and fucking take some snaps, right? There's your fucking center. Go get there and take some fucking snaps, man. And then you can fucking, to Will's point, then you can fucking run some off tackles and you can fucking, run some, some stretch plays or something where it's not the same vanilla bullshit missionary fucking shotgun RPO run, look, one look here. It's the worst fucking offense I've ever fucking seen. You know what I mean? So obviously the guys that are running it aren't doing a great job either, right? That's collectively as a whole. Right, but the overall
Scherzer,
the offense itself fucking stinks. All right, not even. Let's take the players out of it. The whole fucking idea, like we talk about in baseball, right? The approach, the plan. As a player, it's awful. So the game plan. Let's put it in football terms. The game plan, the offensive philosophy is a fucking atrocious. Right, and that's right at your head coach's fucking feet.
Yo, what up, Bryce?
What up, Bryce?
I can't believe they just pulled Scherzer right there with 1 out in the fifth. Baseball managers have become clueless when it comes to the playoffs. No, everyone just pitches for it. What's going on? Let the guy pitch.
I despise the Dodgers. Right, so for you guys, it kills you to see the fucking Braves, but fuck the fucking Dodgers. Right, let the American League win. I don't really give a shit, but get the fucking Dodgers out of my face. Fucking disgusting. Fucking all the money in the world to spend, and then all the fucking analytics. Right.
I can't root for the Braves, though, Sweeps.
I said that. That's what I said. It's very, very heartening for you. Very disheartening.
But I wanted the Dodgers to beat San Fran too, though. So
absolutely. The National League was full of terrible fucking forks in the road, buddy. I found myself rooting for the Brewmakers. All right, and they're the most boring fucking team on the fucking planet.
Speaking of analytics.
Mike Royal asked, does Nick make it the entire season? I think he does.
Hopefully not.
Just because he's the puppet like we were just talking about. So.
Oh, yeah. Howie's hands up there.
Yeah.
I would have fired him after the first quarter of not running the football again. So, it just wouldn't have got that far.
Yeah, I think when he signed a 5-year deal, I think it's just tough for them to make that commitment and then bounce off it. I'm not saying he's any good.
A fucking 5-year deal?
I think so.
Jesus Christ.
First year guy with no experience. Oh my God.
5 years?
Who's making that?
I'm looking it up.
Is that real, Greg? I thought it was 3.
The guy's got a great agent.
I hope it's 3.
A great agent.
I really hope it's 3.
That's got to be a 3-year burger. But hey, whatever.
It is. We are.
If it's 5, I'm just ending the show. Because, we can talk about puppets for another hour.
We are the Phillies.
Doug couldn't even get extended.
Yeah. Doug couldn't even sit at a table. Christ, wasn't even allowed in the cafeteria, and this guy gets 5 years?
79.
If it's 5 years, it'd be unreal. I don't remember it being 5 years.
I just want to see. I hope this guy gets a hit. I want to see Max fucking spear Roberts in the dugout. And
I need him not to get a hit, though, Sweep. Sorry. I can't tell where my lineup's at, but I know I don't have Rosario. Fucking get it out. Get it out. Getting out, Vesia. And he's the cheap guy. So to fit players, everyone's got the cheap guy. So he's well owned. He already's got a hit.
We get a disagreement from us, Steven. We've been saying it before, and then everybody calls us haters, and he's only played 9 games, and you guys, you loved Hurt, you loved Wentz, and you gave him all this rope, and yada, and yada, and yada, and it's just like he can't make the throw. So you're spot on. You know what I mean? But they're also not helping him. You know what I mean?
No, they're not helping him.
You have to help your young quarterback. You know what I mean? And because he obviously can't help himself. You know what I mean? Besides, in Garbo time, and his athleticism takes over, and he makes some plays, and that that gets a lot of people excited. You know what I mean?
I just don't understand. To me,
wins get me.
What we have to, what they have to do, Sweeps. To me, the one thing that Jalen's struggling with the most is everyone's like, oh, he's throwing the deep ball short. To me, he's just not realizing that the guy's open quick enough. He's not processing fast enough. It's not like the SEC where the guy's going to be wide open. In this league, if they're even, they're leaving. You got to let it go. He's waiting too long for it to develop. He needs to throw the football. That's, to me, is like you don't have to have the greatest arm if your timing is good and you're getting rid of the ball. He's not doing that. He's holding it too much for me. Like he can be successful. I feel like if he's got to know his reads, trust his reads, and throw the fucking football.
I mean, another good point by Kesey. But once again, and is that a guy that is that a franchise guy? Which I mean, like, not saying that that's just a question that you need to, not you, but anybody needs to answer themselves. Obviously, the Eagles have to find out too after maybe a 17 game resume and see if that it's your guy or not. You know what I mean? But if I understand certain people can't run different things. I mean, it doesn't have to be completely traditional, but there's got to be different looks. There's got to be something where it's not the same old bullshit, man. I don't know.
I mean, we can't just continue to leave our defense on the field 75% of the time because it's an embarrassment right now. It's embarrassment.
We can't because
apparently we can because I can't believe that we're still running the ball 2 carries every first half. It's mind blowing to me.
Well,
how can it maintain?
I said it all week. Like, the guy's fired if that happens again.
Yeah, and I said it to you last Sunday. I said I can already see what's going to happen. We're going to run the ball once in the first half. I think I was right. I think technically we might have had 6 carries, but 5 of them are runs by Ertz where he's dropping back to pass. We hand the ball off 1 time in the first half. What are we doing? Rosario's getting hits.
I can't find anywhere where it says his length. It says it's 3 million, but I can't find his length.
Close fucking file. You know what I mean? They closed the file on us.
Everything around his hire was, they're still working out things. They're still working out details.
I'm sure they are.
Have they not given a length? Is it a lifetimer?
5 years. 5 years after he circle jerks them around the table and throws the ball 45 times a game.
The lifetimer? Throw a lifetimer on him?
Yeah, lifetime coach. He's gonna take over ownership.
We decided we want Nick to stay forever.
Yeah, we
play
play
a lifetime supply of Scherzers, all different pro athletes that have played in Philly before. Fucking guy in his shirts. It's called running play. Let's leave the Dr. J jersey at home.
Well, that's what I always say. Like, I don't know. You just can't make it up where it's at right now. You want to take pressure off of him by running the football, open up some play action for him, open up some guys running open for him, open up his legs, his ability to do things, right? And that's the opposite of what you're doing. The bad thing is we had a shit offense last year, and he looked better under that offense, and we didn't run the ball nearly probably as much, and it was still more than this. And so I'm not saying, I don't. The guy isn't a franchise quarterback to me, but you've done him no favors. And you've done your football team no favors, right? You've done your offensive line no favors. You've done your defense no favors. You've done your wide receivers no favors, especially a young group there too, right? So what have you helped out? And somehow you're 2-4. Like, I don't even know.
We've helped our draft position. That's about it.
Yeah, like somehow you're 2-4, and
somehow we won a game in Carolina. We don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
Mr. Wing, Diggs does get beat, but what cornerback doesn't get beat?
Yeah,
I'll sure take Diggs on this defense. The way he takes the ball away, shit.
Yeah, they set the leg up for cornerbacks to get beat. So you need the guy that takes the ball away.
Yeah, it's a silly argument. I mean, the dude's an absolute stud. So you can watch film all you want. And you can tell me about a million different plays, and I'm sure they're going to bring up the New England play. First of all, it was a fucking tremendous throw by Mac Jones, right on the fucking money.
And they thought he had over the top coverage.
He was
the safety ran in like he had no head on his shoulders.
He thought
Where are you going?
Yep, he looked at him. It was a tremendous.
Like it was a double move, but he was still kind of with him. He was still riding him. The safety's got to come in from the top.
Yep, agreed. But I'm just saying that's the freshest thing that probably everybody saw. Like, ooh,
yeah.
And then he just gave up 75. There's certain, and I'm not saying he doesn't, but like I said, they all do. I mean, especially guys.
Yeah, I hope he gives the baton.
Especially guys are going to gamble. Hey, especially guys that are risk takers and gamblers. Right? As long as the risk pays off. Shit, you got probably more pick sixes, than some offensive guys have touchdowns.
Especially on our team.
It's got 7 picks already. I mean, dude's balling.
Marky, one guy was the first overall pick of the draft though in Baker Mayfield, so he's going to get that time, obviously, and he was a way more of a pocket passer too. I mean,
I also wouldn't think that Baker Mayfield's looked that great because what does he look? Looked like they had a running game. That's what he looked like. I mean, I don't know what he's really done.
Two-headed monster. They got all kinds of
No,
talent.
no chubby today, and Baker did not look very good.
Two-headed monster.
No, but they're just different quarterbacks in terms of like how long you give them. Makes sense. Like one's a first overall pick, the other one's drafted in the second round. So, I mean, their time is a little skewed, just in terms of like your draft selection. One guy's expected to be the franchise guy, so you give him that length to find out, right? You go through some ups and downs, but you owe it to your franchise to find out and give it that length. With a second round pick, I mean, you semi owe it to your franchise to give it a look. Yeah, they give it a year. You know what I mean? Maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 tops. But seriously, after that second year, if you're getting the same results, you know where you're at. And I'm talking about like maybe you give him next year if you're not going QB in the draft, right? And say, all right, fuck it, right? And then you really know, because then you add up games. Start adding up games. You go into next year, he's played 20, and then after next year, then he's played 37. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, don't tell me about how many games he played, because then we got a big sample size of not being able to play or being able to play, right? And that's the most you do. I mean, you can't go over that. You can't go over next year. And the only reason I say next year is, right, I don't want to watch it, but I don't think that guy's
struggle for Freddie so far.
Like, I don't think that guy's in the draft for you. So
no, he's not, Tommy. I don't think he's not.
To me, you draft as much talent as you can. You try to put the best roster you possibly can with a lot of money to spend around him, or you trade for a quarterback in the offseason, which very well could happen too. But
Russell, my cousin, Russell Wilson, bring him in.
Yeah, but why would he want to come here?
I don't know. He wants out. We got a bunch of picks. I don't know if he really wants out, but there was chirps. There was little chirp.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I don't know if there's anybody, at the college level. So, you might as well, see what you got. But the leash obviously should be short. You know what I mean? So it's, and if they don't help them out, then it's just going to continue. And you're just going to keep beating your head against the wall. You know what I mean? So, but if you're not ready to win now, then I look at it, I don't want to say what's the difference, because you're in that division, you feel like you always have a chance. You know what I mean? If you could. Try to match up at least with the Cowboys. You don't really usually worry about the other 2 tomato cans. You know what I mean? So you give yourself a two-team race, and if you get in the dance, then that's all you ever ask for. You know what I mean? So as competitors, you never want to just say, well, you want to go into the year, well, we're just. We're not expected to do anything and all that stuff, and we're rebuilding. And if that's the case, that's fine. Then if that's the direction they're going to go, then you might as well give the dude 3 years, and then see if somebody comes out, stockpile your picks, from these trades, and see if you hit on some of them, and then all of a sudden, but to have 3 in the first round, or 3 maybe in the first 10 possibly, I mean, that instantly gets you better. That's where you go from, like I said, that's the problem with rebuilding or saying, hey, well, we're a couple years away. Like, you're really not if you have the picks. You know what I mean? If you have,
we always talk about it, Sweeps.
Yeah, the league changes.
The NFL is so close
every year, man.
The talent is so close that most games are decided by 2 or 3 plays.
Yep.
2 or 3 big plays. Most games are decided by. That's why. That's why usually there's a team from worst to first every year. I would say, if who knows if Hurts is the guy for the future right now. I don't know, but we definitely should be able to put other pieces on this team to really help us. Well, with the draft coming up, we should. I mean, hopefully we don't fuck it up, but we should be able to.
Another vote for Pickett here. Oh boy.
I like the Pickett. I like the Pickett. I agree. Can throw the ball.
Well, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett sounds like he can play, right?
Good name.
It's
good
a
name.
question, right? I think his name's a question. Kenny Pickett?
Yeah, he can. It's like Bob the Builder. Can he build it? Can he build it?
The Phillies should fucking
yes, he can.
Kenny Pickett.
Can he pick it? Yes, he can. I do like that pick. I think, but he's not a first round guy. You can get him later.
No, he's definitely not a first rounder. Your first rounders are Sam Howell from UNC, are Rittler from Cincinnati.
They like the kid They like the kid from fucking Malik Wills or whatever.
Malik Willis from Liberty.
I want,
but I'm saying, like, I obviously a Liberty guy. I wouldn't draft him. Not in the top 10. Not in the top 15.
No fucking chance. I watched him play against Syracuse. No thanks.
He's more of he's better than Jalen Hurts right now, but that's not saying much.
I don't know if I go that far.
I think he throws better than Jalen.
I don't know if I go that far.
I would, but that's that's fine.
I've seen your eyes. I've seen your eyes. I wouldn't go that far.
Those are really your first rounders because Spencer Rattler's dropped out.
Yeah, he's right.
Spencer Rattler stinks. So those are really your first round quarterbacks, and none of them scream top 10, top 15.
He might be the best albino QB of all time, but I think that's like a category he's taking on his own.
Yeah, you're going to have guys that play better, like JT Daniels. JT Daniels is hurt right now from Georgia, so he's probably, if he gets healthy, moves his way up. But
I'm not sure how good he is either, though. I hear you.
I'm not saying you're wrong. There's not a lot of
the QB
stand pat, like mark it down. This guy's going to be good.
It's a weak QB class as it looks on paper, at least as a weak QB class, which would be our luck. Like I said, that's our luck. Like when we took Evan Turner, we took fucking Nolan Patrick for the Flyers. That's what happens to us.
Well, maybe it forces us to rebuild a defense, right? So, like Ethan says, man, I mean,
I would love that. I would love that.
Come away with like Stingley and Hamilton, like Ethan says. I mean, you're on paper, right? It's just paper, but you're on paper coming in and saying, okay, my last 2 years, I was able to get three names: Devontae Smith, Stingley, and Hamilton. You start to feel a better direction of your young talent going in a better way, right?
We're a little paper delicious then. Yeah, we are.
You start to feel okay. You feel a little bit better about the picks you've made, right? And you got to hit a lot more than that. I got it. Yeah. But it's a really good start if those four guys in the last 2 years can play. It's a good start.
Yeah, it would be fucking great.
I forgot about Matt.
It would be a great start.
Matt Corral from.
People like Matt Corral.
He's probably the first guy taken right now.
I actually like him though a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can take him first.
Can he throw it? He's probably the first QB taken.
I like his moxie. I don't know how much he can throw it. He's been throwing the guys wide open the games I see. I haven't seen him whiz one. I mean, I do like his moxie, and he can run them out and make plays, but I mean, that's not the same shit I said about Jalen Hurts. So, I mean, what can I say? I like his moxie. I like that he can run around and make plays.
Great kid.
I like a good whipped cream bikini.
Who doesn't?
Moxing.
She show her bikini, Mox? Great film. I believe that girl is from Cherry Hill, Allie Larder.
Yep.
Whipped cream bikini girl.
Yes, sir.
Fire that fucking pigskin. A tan. I get a tan. A fucking tan.
Miss Davis, will you go to prom with me?
Miss Davis, I have slept with an older woman. Great movie.
Yeah. Awesome.
If anyone doesn't know it, Google it.
Yep.
Also, grow the fuck up.
Clean your lives up. Yeah, Georgia looks they look good.
Yeah, Georgia defense is a problem.
Oh my God, yeah.
Problem. Of course, fucking scumbags, what'd they do? They fucking called timeout with 6 seconds left the other night so they could punch it in. Wow. Did you see that, Sweeps?
Nope.
Georgia is gonna cover, right? And fucking 6 seconds left or whatever on like the 2-yard line. The clock's just gonna run out. You're down 20-something points. Wow. Fucking dude banged the tee, and then they scored, so Georgia didn't cover.
Oh shit! Yep, would have broke several TVs.
Yep, that's a TV.
Yeah,
it's a TV breaker.
And they were up like 30-7 the entire game.
Yeah,
30-7 the entire game. They called a timeout.
Oh, 7-7, and there was like, yeah, we're just not going to score yet.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying once they went up, it was just like they dominated the entire game.
If you ask them, the guys like, "Oh, we're working on stuff." Shut the fuck up. You're not working on anything.
Yeah, we wanted to work on a tight play at the end zone. Shut the fuck up.
You had fucking 59 minutes and 54 seconds to work on shit. Don't work on it now. Howie.
Look at this guy with his pink beard. Wow.
Appreciate you, Howie.
Congrats, Sam.
Good first half for Pittsburgh defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Jordan Davis is a monster, Ethan. Yeah, monster. Could be probably a top 3 pick.
I would say he's definitely in the top 5 for sure.
That's a large human, dude. Like you can.
He is a monster. You just don't
run.
run. You just can't run.
I mean, like,
You want to stop the run? You want to stop the run?
You just can't run on them. You just can't run the football.
That's why you won't be able to run on them in the NFL either. You know what I mean? It's going
like Arkansas was running the football on everybody, and then they went up against Georgia. Georgia said, "Nuh-uh. You want to try to run football?
It's tough to get away from that dude in a car. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking scary.
You guys, are they giving out cars now on the field?
Like, you can't even
one of them little cars.
Like you couldn't even curse at that dude. Like you throw a snowball at that dude, you're fucking done. He's got you.
It's like when you go camping and they tell you about bears. They're like, don't fuck with them because they run faster than you, they climb better than you, they swim better than you. It's like this dude. He does everything better than you. Don't fuck with this dude. Everything he does is better than you. Don't fuck with him.
Jordan, I'm just kidding.
You see him, you shake his hand. How are you, sir? Good to see you. I'll continue on my day. Leave me alone.
Oh, that's great. Do not feed.
Don't fuck with the Bears because they do everything better than you. Same philosophy applies with him. Don't fuck with him. Does everything better than you.
That's great.
Mike, we talked about it earlier. You know, Cox. Anybody that's not going to be here. You know, when this football team's ready to win, really.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it wouldn't be shocked if they just didn't make any moves. Just because it'd be just typical. It's just typical.
I know we're talking.
I'd say everyone's available. Fuck it.
Yeah, I know we're talking Eagles.
I trade everybody.
And usually we're coming on after a game, right? But give me next year's next week's early prediction. And I know it's not on the docket to talk about, but I want to talk some Sixers with you guys for a minute because we do start Wednesday. We're all not going to be on together before that. I like to chat a little Sixers. Will give me a fucking 30.
You know, I didn't say that's no dirty look. I can just tell you how this chat's going to go because and what's his name practice today. This is such a shit show. What is going to happen? Is he going to actually play? Is he going to actually play? Are they going to let him step on the floor? Is someone going to kill him before he steps on the floor? What's going to actually happen?
I can't even look at his face. I can't even look at his
face. I used to like him, and I can't believe they're going to let him step on the floor again.
I said this on Wednesday. You know what's going to happen, right? He's going to get the ball. They're going to boo him. They're going to boo him as soon as they see him.
He's going to cry.
He's going to come down. He's going to come down with the ball, pop and shoot a 3, and then everyone's just going to either go silent or bananas the other way because all of a sudden now we shoot like we're going to see summer video Ben.
If that happens, fucking Tom will blow you. All right.
Yeah, the only thing
first play of the game, he shoots a 3 from the top of the key. There's no chance.
I ain't blowing nobody for that.
No, write that check, buddy.
You guys are you're in the same house. I figured it's just easier. It's easier. I don't want to drive over.
Meet him in your car. Tell him to come out.
Hey, thumbs out. Hey, thumbs out in the room.
Go for a ride.
Got his tongue out. Hey, I saw Tom. There's a tongue around here somewhere.
Just keep back a little bit. Do a ride.
The only way I agree. The only way that happens is if he walks off. Like he might just have this fucking son up his sleeve where he fucking shoots a 3 and just fucking walks to the locker room.
Oh my God! Yeah, Rich Paul carries him. It's like a king.
Loser.
It's like a king. They bring out the chair. All the agents carry him off the court like he's a fucking king in a castle. Fucking loser, piece of shit.
I just don't understand. I don't understand how it's possible for him to play on this team again. I just don't get it. It's just a shit show. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And they said
the press conference about? The guy's got a 4-year deal left.
Yep, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to.
A 4-year deal. What's the presser about? You playing the pants going that you signed up for?
San's just reporting. San's just giving us an update. We appreciate you, but I don't want to hear a fucking word he says. I don't even want to look at him. I don't want to fucking see. I don't even want to fucking see him. All right? Shut your fucking mouth. Go fucking play and ball out, and then maybe by fucking game 40, I'll be like, all right, dude. I'm fucking. All right.
Yeah. If you're averaging 24 and you haven't said a word all year,
yep.
I'll accept it.
And he's back.
And that ain't happening.
Well, Eagles real quick.
It ain't happening.
Eagles real quick, and then we'll give a little preview with the Sixers.
Chris Taylor just stole a bag.
Easy too.
Bag.
I mean, Travis has no arm. Is it Travis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the fucking one knee catching. All right. I mean, it's so disgusting. Such a fucking terrible product.
Car no arm.
He's got no arm, but he's not even in a fucking throwing position. He's just fucking hanging out. Fucking,
Everybody just hangs out with the knee on the ground. I love how they're like the old school guys hate it. No shit. Get in the catching position one time.
Yep.
Just hanging out. Not like it's the NLCS 2-2 in the 6th.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, if the legs are tired,
Just hanging out. Just hanging out.
Oh, it's a funny thing, Tom. It's not even that. It's the fucking, well, you know what it is. It's some fucking nerd that fucking came up with it a year ago. It said, you know what? I looked back and we could steal strikes. We could steal strikes. I mean, it's the same game. It's been played 200 years. But if you go down on one knee, see the eyes? He could just, it's the umpire's got a great ball. You can just fucking see right there. Right? The grade ups fucking move.
Do you see the eyes? Do you see the eyes?
Right? The fucking grade ups, they get a good spot. Right? Tommy's got great grades. All right? You fucking go to nationals.
He's got A's. In case you want to know, he'll tell you. He'll tell you he's got A's. In case you want to know.
Right, he's right here. He's right here. I got that. I don't need. Stand up. I don't need you on one knee. I can fucking see.
Yeah.
Guys,
Did you get it? Yeah, I got it. Thanks. You're in a catcher stance. You're 2-6. I got it.
Right?
I'm
more concerned you fucking blocked the fucking 92-mile-an-hour slider that might hit me in the throat. Right? Now fucking go back to fucking 2 feet, would you?
Yeah, like I even tell younger guys, you want to do that with nobody on, be my guest. As soon as somebody gets on, you get up off of that real quick.
Absolutely.
It drives me insane, especially at the big league level. Guy, get off your knees. If nobody's on, do whatever the fuck you want to do.
But then you get them to get up to 2 feet. You get them to get on 2 feet, and then they want to fucking pick because they're fucking watching Yadier Molina. I said, gentlemen, the guy's got fucking middle infielder hands. It's the fucking best to do it, maybe of all time, right? Don't watch him fucking pick balls. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. You can't even.
You need to slide over and block that fucking baseball.
Right? You'd be lucky to get fucking blown after school behind a dumpster, right? Stop trying to fucking pick the fucking ball. You fucking do it, right? You got no fucking chance. Stop fucking trying to be somebody else. Block the goddamn ball. Oh, there it was.
AJ Pollock up, man on third, 1 out, 2-2, top 6.
Good to see Taylor didn't stop in between second and third again this time.
Yeah, that was brutal, wasn't it?
Yeah, what was that about? What was that all about?
I'm not sure.
Chicago Sky won the WNBA championship today for the 6 fans that were there.
said nobody ever. That's good.
I can't believe we just had an update on the WNBA.
Yeah.
I got it on my phone and I was like, I don't know why I need to know this, but thank you.
That's why you tune in A2D Radio. You get it all. Oh,
yeah.
Sick circle change right there.
What do you guys think about next week? And then we'll talk some Sixers.
What's the first question they asked the Simmons at his press conference tomorrow if he holds one? That's what I want to know. Guys, let us know.
He's talking about,
What's the first question?
Eagles.
I'll talk about the Eagles. What do you think next week before we go Sixers?
I know, but I'm saying about Sand's thing here. Did he say he's talking about Ben might hold said he might hold a press conference tomorrow? What's the first question they say to him? Can you withstand the assault of boos that are coming your way? Do you think your skin is thick enough for
a landing strip, or have you shaved your pussy since you were holding out?
if someone passed you a basketball into the net, would you dunk it now?
Oh, Dak in a walking boot due to a calf strain after today's win. Oh, that wouldn't be terrible.
No, he'll be fine.
I actually agree with James a little bit here.
I wonder if that's what happened to Hunt. Hunt got hurt too.
What the fuck are you doing here? Or like, did somebody tell you?
Yeah, I like that one.
Did somebody invite you back?
Were you invited?
He's gonna say.
I don't recall sending an invite out to you.
I forgot they were. I forgot they weren't gonna pay me.
Yeah, the other guy
forgot about that one.
And the one before that said, "Why are you mad?" Talking about us, I think he's talking about Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so, because I mean, same thing. Like, what are you upset about, dude? Like, we've always loved you. You shoot a 3, the whole crowd cheers for a 3-point shot. Doesn't even matter if you make it. It's incredible. Oh, mistreated. Shut the fuck up.
Tommy,
basketball.
We were the fucking 1 seed, dude. We lost to the fucking Hawks. You know what I mean? Like, okay, they're gritty. Hey, all right. We're not supposed to fucking lose to the Hawks, right? And you're a fucking big, and you're a fucking huge part of why we fucking lost. So fucking own it. And that's what
You shot 36% from the free throw.
Yeah, that's all we were fucking trying to.
I mean, we always said we don't even care if you shoot. Just fucking make your free throws. 36%.
Fucking ball. You're fucking 6'11".
I can shoot left-handed and shoot 36% from free throw line. Right now. Guaranteed. Mark it the fuck down. Right hand, I'm shooting 80. Guaranteed.
Big punch
8
out.
to 10 all day. 8 to 10 all day, Sweeps.
Yep.
They call me Pitts. They used to call me Pittsnoggle.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You used to call me Pittsnoggle.
Truth. That's the truth.
Yes, sir.
Anybody doesn't remember him? Google it. Google it. Google's your friend.
West Virginia legend.
Kevin Pittsnoggle, legend.
He was
Who was
a
his other
legend.
guy? Who was the other guy on the team with him? Do you remember?
There
It was 2 guys. They're both studs. Pittsnoggle and Travis Diener? No, he was Marquette.
No, Alex Young.
No. What was this guy's name? Fuck. I'll try. It might come to me later, and I'll just blurt it out. But, but yeah, that team was awesome. That West Virginia team.
Yeah, it was.
The Pitts dropped. I think he dropped like fucking 25 a game in the tournament that year.
Yeah, crushed it.
He probably played overseas for a while. He's got like 11 kids, I think. I saw something. The Pitts has got like 11 kids. Lives
Played
out
for
in
the
the
Pittsburgh
country.
Explosion
Oh,
of the CBA.
okay.
And the Austin Turos
Okay.
and
Austin
the
Turos.
Albuquerque Thunderbirds of the D League.
Toro talk.
Okay. Pitts.
He was undrafted coming out of 2006.
Yep. Dude could stroke though. Guess what? He got fucked. He'd have a role in the NBA right now.
No,
The stretch four was just he was ahead of his time. He was ahead of the stretch four time because he's a great stretch four right now.
Yep. Absolutely, buddy.
Mike, I like
Was it
I like
Devin
what you-
Ebanks?
He was the USA version.
Devin Ebanks?
He was the USA version, and Dirk was the.
I don't think
Alex-
it was Devin
Alex
Ebanks.
Ruoff?
Nah.
I thought it was Young. I thought it might have been Alex Young. But
There's a Deshaun Butler, Joe Alexander. There's a bunch of guys.
Dude, it might have been Joe Alexander. Joe Alexander could play. But I don't forget. Devin Ebanks was after him, I felt like. People thought he was going to be good. He stunk in the NBA too.
Yeah, but to your point, he was the United States stretch four, and Dirk was the international stretch four. And one guy's a Hall of Famer, and the other guy was playing for the Toros.
Yeah.
Mike Gansey was the second leading
That's
scorer
it.
that year.
Mike Gansey. That's who I'm talking about. The Gans.
The Gans, man.
He played overseas a
Gansey.
lot, I think, the Gans.
Was the second leading scorer.
The Gans could play.
I mean, and to Tommy's
I
question,
think he was a transfer too.
I don't know about.
Yes, he came from St. Bonnie.
Look at this. Okay, it's here, Greg. It's here. I just got to find it.
Bonnie boy.
Love the Bonnies. Always a Bonnie guy. They're gonna have a good team this year. The Bonnies. They got Cuse at like 46. Fucking bullshit. We're top 25 team this year. Got the Boeheim boys out there playing ball.
Fuck your rankings. Fuck your rankings.
Oh, I mean, Greg, I don't know what you're oh boying. I don't know what you're oh boying over there, but you don't miss. I mean, hot hand, kid. Kid don't miss.
Beat him. Beat the biscuit.
Oh, look at Albert up pinch hitting. Runner on third, 2 outs. Against a lefty. Okay, I like Albert against a lefty here.
Yeah, what did
Albert the Machine.
Oh, my God. What did he just swing at right
I
there?
don't know. But
Jesus Christ.
what did Snicker? I guess Snicker was going to take this matchup, I guess, anyway, because he went to a lefty. Did he not know what they were going to do?
That's the old 50-footer right there, Al.
Albert's like, yeah, I'm done. I only need
Holy
2 swings
shit.
after this one. Yeah, I'm just going to walk back to the dugout.
You couldn't have hit that with a hockey stick.
Jesus. That landed in LA first.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think it made it to the batter's box. I think it's still hit before the batter's box.
Have they had Hank Aaron's number out in center field all year?
I think so.
I like that.
Mhm.
What's up there, Spidey?
Spidey, what's up, brother?
I like what he said. Did you see what Spidey said before that? He said, if I was Ben, I would just keep shooting threes until they stop cheering for misses. I'll tell you what, they've been canceling everything in the world. I can't believe they haven't canceled them doing the fucking tomahawk yet. When's that coming? I'm sure that offends somebody. Well,
Bright is dead.
Trees.
When's that coming? I hear that shit in my nightmares
Next
sometimes. Oh,
You would ask me, I would have banned it in 94. You know what I mean?
yeah. 92.
They showing this one. Oh,
That ball hasn't landed. That ball might still be orbiting.
Is there a dent in there still?
It put a hole in the fucking train. Only a fucking baseball fucking dented the fucking train. It was amazing.
I don't think Lid's got another out for Houston after that. Got a bunch for Philly. Got a bunch for the Phillies.
But he was perfect for us. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Didn't get another out for Houston after that, I don't think.
Oh, Albert.
That's a big pitch there.
Albert.
Big pitch. Heading bottom six.
Just to Tommy's point about next week, I thought, I mean, obviously it's the NFL, anything can happen, but I thought it might be the right time to get him, with all this, stuff going on and yada yada. But they looks like they rallied today and
they played hard today.
Really played well today, and obviously after a coaching change, you usually see that in all the four majors, you know what I mean? But it might be a weight off a lot of their shoulders, you know what I mean? Like, who the hell knows what's going, you know what I mean? So like you said, sometimes it goes the opposite way if a guy's beloved and then guys start going through the motions, or if it was time for a guy to go for a new voice, then guys get energetic and they start running around with their hair on fire and they start playing inspired ball, you know what I mean? So Carr looked awesome. I mean, he's.
I was gonna say Carr's been playing great ball.
He's the guy that fucking can spin it, and I'm happy for him. He drops balls out of a fucking hot air balloon sometimes. I mean, like there's
great one to Kenyon Drake today.
Wills. I can watch it all the time, but
what a ball!
I watch it and rewatch it. I mean, the wheel route to fucking Drake was beautiful.
Beautiful ball. Brian Edwards late one to Brian Edwards was beautiful. Was caught around his chest.
Yeah, the fact that they were even using Drake, like with Gruden, it didn't seem like that Drake was getting any run.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about because I always thought that they gave him a bunch of money too this year.
They did.
Kenny Rick gave him a lot of, and he had a good year for Arizona last year.
Yeah, he did. He was a nice change of pace.
There you go. We just talked about it earlier. Like the day, it's the day and age of the two-headed monster. You know what I mean?
Change of pace back time.
You got on the roster. I don't understand why these guys don't use everything that's at their disposal. You know what I mean? Like, and even from like an Eagle standpoint. You know what I mean? Like I know Minshew. I know Minshew Mania wasn't active like the first couple weeks he was here. And I don't know if he was last week or not. But like, just use everybody you got. There's a guy that comes in and gets you a couple plays. You know what I mean? Like and then like when you want to do something, when you want to do with Jalen, then it's got the defense guessing. You know what I mean? I would just, as a coach, I try to use every resource I have in the locker room. You know what I mean? In any sport. You know what I mean? And it's just, we'll see. But it's not. I have him losing that game. I had him losing that game in the beginning of the year. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I think Minshew is still not dressed. See who else? I think for an in-game switch, they're just going to go with Joe.
Yeah.
But I think, at least in my mind, I think if they make a permanent switch, that's when you go to Gardner to start a game. But I agree. I think it's funny. I think if they would have kept Gruden and like they would have continued to play that type of just sloppy, lackluster type of football, I think we might be able to go in there and win just because our defense could potentially hold them down. But the way they look today, I don't know. It's going to be tough because I don't know. Now they got Ruggs more active on the street game, and the go routes. And Jacobs looked great today. The use of Drake looked really good today. And then, of course, they went back to their bread and butter in Darren Waller. They've ignored Darren Waller for for a couple weeks. Now, I'm not going to say they ignored them because probably defenses naturally are keying on them.
Yeah, they key on them for sure.
But they haven't touched Darren Waller in a couple of weeks, extensively. And it looked like this week they put an effort to get him the ball and get him the ball in space, which you should do as an offense. So I don't know how that matchup itself works out very well in our favor.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
have any linebackers.
I'm not sure that we can. Like we said, we thought that this might be a game that we go in and steal against them. To me, it's going to be really tough. It's going to be really tough to win this game. And if you lose this game, I don't want to say now. If you win this game, there looks like to be some games that are very winnable in the future coming after this game. So it's a kind of a big game. I'd love to see them come out and play hard. I'd love to see us come out and run the football.
Oh, it's
because the Raiders pass rush can get after you with Nassibin, Crosby. I think they get after you. I really don't want to see us pass the ball 40 times, but I'm sure that we will, and it could get ugly.
To your point, it's a fucking huge game, right? Because you got the Lions on deck.
Yeah, Lions and then Redskins, right?
Fucking tomato can. No, then it's a 3-game tough stretch. But if you win this game, you go 4-4. Hey,
Saints. I don't think the Saints are that good. Like, it's Lions Saints, I think.
Brian, it's like not Brian. Sorry, it's Saints. I don't know if it's Saints, Broncos, and somebody else. Good.
Chargers at home.
Yep. And I knew it was a 3-game stretch where the other two don't fear you as much, but it's still. I think it's they're on the road. The Saints are here.
Oh my God. TJ Watt's taking full-on punches at the football. That was crazy. Anybody see that?
In Denver.
Yep, there you go.
In Denver, and the other two home.
In Denver, home against the Chargers, away at Detroit, home Chargers, at Denver, home Saints.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could get away from us here.
You sucked him in. Now he's out.
Tackle him.
Well, that was, real quick before you go, Tommy, like that was where your point all last week was Thursday night, weird things happen, right? If you somehow come out and steal a game, you potentially, these next 2 or 3 games could look a whole lot different than what your reality is. And then, of course, you come out, you lay the egg, you lay the dud, and then it goes back into, all right, what are we, right? And that kind of then feeds into now going on the road again, where you were just at home and trying to make things happen, which doesn't happen.
Well, you're better off going on the road right now because they're 0-3 at home. They haven't played good enough at home. Obviously, I mean you can't be 0-3 at home. First off,
played uninspired football at home.
Imagine that. The Seahawks threw the whole first half, didn't do a damn thing.
He was short, Craig. He's short.
But that's fine. But they ran the ball and they ran it all the way down the field.
He might not be short.
Imagine how that works out.
Yeah, it's amazing, Greg.
You want to make things easier on your quarterback, no matter who he is. But listen, it isn't
you run the football
than what you dealt with early on here, and teams are looking at you saying, "Hey, that's an easy game too," right? So, teams are looking at us the same way we're sort of looking at them a little bit. But I'll say this: the Raiders are a good football team, but I don't know. I think next week's could be a little bit of their egg. Could be because sometimes it takes a lot out of you just what led into this week. And then things start like setting in, right? Like this week's more of an emotional week, and they're better than Denver anyway. But it's more of an emotional week. It's a division rival. You stay more locked in. Now you get a week. How good are their leader voices in that locker room? I don't know, right? I'm not in tune enough to the Raiders. They're a good football team though, and they should beat us. Like they should.
Yeah, they should. They should be licking their lips. We're coming in.
But now 10 days. And here we are again with Nick Sirianni with me. This 10 days, do you grow at stuff? You have more time to look at stuff. You almost get like a little bye week.
Like grow like we hand the ball off maybe a few times in the first quarter.
Yeah. Start with that.
Be nice. But yeah, Tommy, I hear you though. Like if you're the Raiders, if you're a Raiders fan looking at this, you should be looking at your lips like, we got a team that doesn't run the ball. We get after the passer, they throw the ball 40 times, and they look like they kind of stink. They should be happy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Who knows if the game plan is going to change? I mean, you for sure, especially when you're on the road and you're a dog. You got to start fast. You know what I mean? You have, you got to find a way to start fast, and then you can, find a way to slow the game down a little bit and maybe keep that
Force some turnovers.
Yeah, maybe
will be beautiful.
Keep that offense off the field a little bit, which we know the Eagles don't control the clock, and they don't. They don't run the ball, and they don't control the clock. So you're gonna have to force some turnovers, and you're gonna have to block a punt. You're gonna have to do something crazy, to win on the road. You know what I mean? So can they do that? Sure, they did it in Carolina. Not comparing the two teams, you know what I mean? But Carolina let the birds hang around. And when you let a team hang around, you can, you find a way, you're a play or two away from pulling an upset and pulling a shocker, you know what I mean? And if you can do that next week, like I said, with the Lions on deck, you get to 4-4 with, three games that, obviously I don't think they would beat the Chargers, but the other two games, I think you can flip crab legs don't scare me. And obviously, Denver don't scare you. So
is that a 1:00 game? That Chargers game?
There are two games where you might be able to, flip a coin on. And then because then after that, after you get
they hit us with a 4-burger.
I
love a West Coast team coming over at a 1:00 game. Chargers got whipped in Baltimore today on that same scenario.
Yep. So
they 4-burgered us. That's not good.
So you try to play. You try to break it down, the best you can. You know what I mean? Like you said, if you're able to, get to 4-4 somehow, and then you got those three. Who knows what's going to happen to them? And then after that, it's easy. It's really easy peasy. I mean, nothing's easy. I know when they're not a great football team. I get you, but those last 6, except for the Cowboys, could be a 5-1 stretch. I know division games are tough. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But Danny Dimes don't scare you. I mean, Heineke beer don't scare you. I mean, I know their defense does. And I'm saying they're winnable games, and then you have the Jets in there. You know what I mean? So, of those final 6, it's really only the Cowboys.
And then sadly, it's
you get them at home.
As fans, you're almost like, do we even want them to win another game? You know what I mean? Like we're talking trade deadline, talking picks, right? Do you even want them to go 5-1 in that last 6? Because by that point, you know what I mean? What are we looking at, right?
We do want them to win.
Hell, we can get our own first round pick by just losing out.
I hate that shit. I'll tell you what.
As much as I hate this team, Vegas -3.
Much as I hate this team, I never want to see us lose games.
No. I mean, like deep down, I'm like, yep. Just rather get a high pick, and then the other party is like, nah, man. I want to like keep talking about him a little bit, then be relevant enough to have a conversation about.
Just be excited throughout the week. I hate losing football games,
and you always want to be able to like combat the fucking, combat the haters and the trash talk. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? So you always want to keep your swag meter as much as you can. You know what I mean? Because like, you want to hear fucking spells. You don't want to hear you don't want to hear the roaches. They want to come out from under the rock. You know what I mean? And piss on your tombstone. You know what I mean? So you always want to be relevant. You know what I mean? Like for from the competitive standpoint, but also the fucking, I want to be able to talk shit too.
I don't know. Spells and Ryers should probably go to bed after this one today. All the Danny Dimes' elite stuff. Oh, good day for Dan. Yikes!
I want to check the contact lenses.
Well, I think I can say about Danny Dimes, elite isn't one of them.
Yep. And franchise either.
I mean, we thought Carson fumbled the ball a lot here. My goodness.
There's Ben in practice.
Oh, God. Sick
of me. I just don't understand. I don't know.
Well, we'll squeeze a win out next week against Vegas, but I don't know how this guy's practicing. I just don't know how this is real life. Like, how is this happening?
How has no one even has come out and had a talk? Have we even discussed it yet? Have they come out and been like, "Oh yeah, he's back. Oh, we're kumbaya now." Like, I don't understand. What's going on?
Been a lot of hush
Then we
hush.
get the banjo out. We took a little fire. But kumbaya, my lord.
Exactly. So forget about like the
I don't know what's going on. Like, is it going to be turmoil? Are we going to stink now because the locker room's going to be a mess? What's happening?
Yeah, and he created it. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
But I'm, even from the standpoint, like, most of the time your teammates got your back. They usually stay out of it. Like, if you want to fight with management, you want to fight with fans, and then, you get your Dwight Howard, who's not here, but, anymore, but like defending them, and you're going to get those guys that defend you, you know what I mean? But then when they want to get on a plane and go out to Cali to see you, you said, no bueno, I'm good. Don't bother. You know what I mean? So then I got a problem with that. What do you mean? What do you mean? You don't want to pop in? You don't want to pop in from Uncle Sweeps? Fuck you. The fuck out of my locker room.
It is truly bizarre. It is truly bizarre. I mean, you've heard nothing from the players except for the little things, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we don't really need him to shoot, like from Danny, but like nothing really substantial from Joe, right? Like welcoming him back. I mean, he had his thoughts and his stuff, but nothing like from anyone on the leadership team that you would think like come out in his defense.
The only thing I saw was Joe said that he gives me the best chance to win. So that's all he said. That's the only thing I've said. It's the only thing I've heard anyone say.
And Danny said the same thing.
And that might be all you get from him, right?
In so many words. Danny said what he does elite gives us the best chance to win, which was a cop-out. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It doesn't give us a good chance to win if he's a fucking abyss in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If
we win regular season games. Who gives a fuck anymore?
Yeah, 1 and 2.
We've been a 1 seed twice. We don't care about the regular season games.
Exactly. 1 and 2 seeds are cute. That's great. That's all for fucking nerds. All right, we're big picture now. We're looking at big picture. Fucking tired of getting beat in the second round. Tired.
Yeah. Sick and tired of it.
Fucking shit is old. You know what I mean?
Sick and fucking tired of it. You lose to an Atlanta team that stinks. I'm sorry. I don't care. They stink.
But I got news for you. As much as I fucking hate him and want him fucking gone, I want nothing to do with Kyrie. Oh, by the way. All right. I mean, no, he's talented. I get it. All right. But it's just, I got no time for the fucking earth is flat and all his other fucking bullshit he brings to.
He decides he doesn't want to play for 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying, buddy. It's not even like, it's always something.
Kyrie's got a lot of baggage. But didn't he say, like, if I don't play for Brooklyn, I'm just going to retire? I don't know what's going on with Kyrie.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I just knew that was one of
I wanted to take Kyrie 2 years ago. Better yet, right now. So nothing's changed with me with Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
So I want no part.
Yeah, very talented, good player, but he's got a lot. He brings way too much baggage to the team.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I guess at the end of the day, we're going to be playing with this guy, so we learn. I guess we have to accept it.
Jimmy, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, like a simulation. Yep.
It's like a glitch in the Matrix. What happened? Ben's back? What the fuck happened? Glitch in the Matrix.
Was he like the dude from when he walked into the locker room? Was he like the guy from Independence Day? Hey boys, I'm back.
He's not creative enough for that.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes some creativity.
Yeah, no chance. Yeah, no chance.
He's a fucking dork. Right?
He's a dork.
He don't have a fucking clue what that movie is. He's a fucking.
You talking about Russell Case?
Yes. I couldn't think of his name off the top of my head.
I'm here, Greg.
He's an absolute dork. And like you said, if it was a management thing, a contract thing, guys, welcome you back with open arms, right? But when it's a fucking beanbag thing, then guys got fucking issues. And that's when I got to fuck you with a guy that's, I got an issue with Ken dolls. I got an issue with Ken dolls. I know you're going to disappear at the end of the game. I know you're going to disappear in the playoffs. Got no time for it. You know what I mean? So that's where it becomes a locker room thing. It becomes a team thing because those guys know, your peers know, man. They know it. They know it fucking 12. They know it 13. They know, hey, you fucking stink. You stink. You stink. This guy's good. You know what I mean? Your fucking peers know. I mean, a lot of times they're going to protect you because they might be your buddy. You know what I mean? When you're, when you're younger. You know what I mean? But when you want to win,
hey buddy, hey pal.
When you want to win, you fucking that goes out the window. You know what I mean? When you're you're like, oh, it's time to win. So you know what I mean? Like, it don't matter that we're close. You know what I mean? This guy,
you won't win.
This guy's not cutting it. You know what I mean? So
you won't win. Put Booby in.
Yeah. So I mean, like you said, it doesn't matter to us as fans. Like we're still gonna watch, and we're not gonna fucking be like, oh, I hope he fucking has 1 point and fucking 1 rebound. You know what I mean? Fucking go play well, dude. Like, it's all we've been asking for you, right? Just go play, go fucking do your thing, and then maybe we can fucking trade you for, maybe we can get fucking Dame for you. Maybe it's not too late.
I mean, that's what Zach did, right? Zach was
like,
in
what
a
I
very
want to know is
similar
like,
scenario.
are we going
Zach
to trade
wanted more
him
money.
halfway through the year, or what's going to happen? I'm so confused. They could just start like a fucking Sixers reality show right now. Be the most watched show on TV.
Hard knocks, but for the Sixers.
What do you call it? Fucking hard bricks, or no shots? No shots.
That's Ben's
That's
documentary.
No shots.
Soft nuts.
No nuts. No shots. What do you want to call it?
What if I told you there was a 6'11" point guard who couldn't shoot? ESPN 30 for 30.
I don't even think he couldn't. It's he wouldn't shoot.
Well, yeah, he wouldn't. Yeah,
Who refused to shoot.
who refused to shoot.
Anything. Like, just
Yet every July he'll have a video of him shooting. Dude's never shot a ball in June ever. Every July there's a video of him shooting, though. In case you're wondering. It's unreal. It's unfucking real.
I think that trading him comes down to what if he's playing, has he improved, right? Is he a new Ben Simmons to where maybe he is shooting a jumper? And then at that point, if we're winning, do you really want to trade him? If he's improved, and
he ain't new nothing.
I'm just saying that because I think at that point, if he's showing a different side, at that point, I think those guys like Dame and some of those other trades that were off the table because he was one-dimensional kind of come back to you.
Mookie Betts out here stealing bags. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, they would circle back to you a little bit.
You know what I mean?
It depends on where you're at, but I could see, because of who his agents are, people in his ear telling him
a terrible
one
throw by
out.
Darno.
I'm saying, sorry.
One out, the best way for you to get out is to play at a high level.
Sure.
And we know we can do certain things at a high level. We know that he makes us better regular season wise, but then we know what the hiccup.
Yeah, we'll win. Listen, we'll win games with the roster we have with him on the floor. We'll win games in the regular season. We have for years, but we're past that. We don't give a fuck about that.
That shit's stale. That's fucking That's fucking stale beer, buddy.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong.
Still gonna drink
win games in the regular season.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all want to win games in the regular season because that's how you get to the postseason. But I mean, at some point you got to get over the hump, right? And last year was that year, and they had every opportunity to, and it fell into their lap. And he's a big reason why. I'm not gonna say the only reason, but a big reason why, or at least suspect number one.
He's. I mean, if it's somebody, if the cops came in and were like, "Who did it?" Everybody's pointing to him.
What like that? He's suspect number one.
This guy here.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He's suspect number one. That's what that means.
I'm with you.
We said it.
It's like when they find someone dead, they always go to the spouse. Like he's the spouse right now.
Right.
He's who we're looking at.
And that's why we were spitting fire, you know what I mean? And he couldn't he couldn't handle because he's fucking so tall. But the reason why we were spitting fire is not because we're just passionate fans. It was a layup last year. It was a fucking layup, right? The West was fucking tomato cans. I tip my cap to the fucking Suns. You did a great job. The Jazz, you didn't scare nobody, right? The Suns, great little fucking team. You're happy for CP. You pat him on his ass. Nice job. Maybe it's your time to win. Get the fuck out of here, bud. They didn't fucking scare you. Come on. It was.
I mean, yeah, it was us versus the Bucks. You thought, hey, us versus the Bucks. Let's go. Us versus the Bucks. We didn't even get there.
Nope.
We didn't even get there.
Nope.
Hilarious.
Well, Wednesday night should be interesting.
Justin Turner's getting a bat.
I know it's on the road, but it should be interesting to see if he plays Wednesday night.
Ginger Werewolf sat tonight?
Yeah, he's got a neck issue or something. They were saying. Looks like they're pulling Lux back. Turner's going to hit.
I guess.
My next question to you is: can they win games?
What'd you say, Greg?
I guess Taylor go to center.
Yeah,
then,
probably.
Taylor stays in, they're both Taylors.
Well, I don't think Turner might
go
not
third.
play. They might. I mean, they said he wasn't good enough to play the game, but he's not good enough to come in. I don't know. That's weird.
There it is. Oh, yeah, look at him. He's grimacing.
He said he's got a neck issue.
It's the worst. I mean, I don't know what he's dealing with, but I'm just saying, like, in general, like, stiff neck.
Yeah, neck and back, dude.
Worst.
Back hurts. The whole body hurts when your back hurts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm curious as what they're going to do here, Greg. I guess, I don't know. I guess did they walk Will Smith on purpose? That would happen there?
Yes, they just they threw up.
Intentionally walk Smith.
Double switch here, and Braves are making a double switch. Luke Jackson.
10% left on the bat. That's not great.
Luke Jackson already.
Luke Jack
taking Duvall out of the game, or is he on the first? No, he won't go to first.
Even though Freddie's been scuffling, but yeah, you're right. He would never.
Yeah, I don't need that. Need Freddie in. I think my best line's got him. Oh.
Yeah, he's a prick, Jimmy.
Yeah, but Tom's point, it'd be curious to see. You know what I mean?
I would assume that, Jim. I would assume it.
It'd be curious. You know, I'm obviously curious to see. What kind of chemistry we have. You know, I mean, we know what we're going to get from him, so we'll see. Don't anticipate.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see how Wednesday goes in general.
Yeah.
Oh,
has anybody watched any of the preseason? I haven't.
No.
Are they looking decent?
I don't even want to watch regular season basketball. If I watched preseason NBA, I'd kill myself. That's nothing against people that watch it. I don't want to hear anything. You should kill yourself. I'm not saying you should kill yourself. I'm saying I personally would kill myself.
You lock it.
Yeah, I've caught a few minutes here and there, but nothing like worse than any substance, obviously. And I think it's like always been like Drummond playing. And...
Yeah, it's just like, get yourself back in the flow of things. Get the 2 months of beach off you that you've been, laying in the sand, and get back into the swing of things.
But no, I mean, I would assume they'd be good. It's just
Sidney Jones hurt again.
How?
Yeah, I would assume that I would assume the Sixers are going to be a solid team.
How good is this locker room?
We're top 4. Yeah, that's the problem, Tom.
How good are the veterans?
That's what it is.
What is it?
What's going on right now? Like, what's the vibe right now? Because I would think things are a little fucked up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I can't think it's everybody.
I don't think everyone's sitting holding hands. Hey,
come to my room in New Orleans.
Hey, Ben's back. Ben's back. Hey,
guys, want to grab dinner while we're there?
Good to see you. No, I don't think that's happening. I don't know. This could be bad. This could be real bad.
Oh, Whifferoni.
Oh, staying on his feet. This guy's a beast. Who is this guy? Oh, down to the one. Sorry.
Who is it?
Everett.
Oh, Gerald Everett. Gerald Everett.
Former Ram. Tight end, yeah.
Chris Everett?
No, don't say that. No, Jim Rome, not Chris Everett.
Chris.
That's still one of my favorite clips of all time. I wish Jim Everett would have buried his face into the ground. Absolutely. As I hate Jim Rome, sniveling pussy Jim Rome is.
Agreed.
You call me Chris one more time. Chris, right over the table. I love it. I love it.
Oh, spin cycle.
By the way, Alex Collins, I'm about to punch Anthony O'Brien in the fucking neck. I'm like, who's running the ball for the Seahawks tonight? It's like, DJ Dallas. I'm like, no, there's another guy. It's like, it's just DJ Dallas. Look at Alex Collins. What are you talking about? Who? The fuck? DJ Dallas. Fucking bum. That's touchy. That's a touchy. Will Disley.
Will Dass, you guys want to do crumbs?
Yeah, let's crumb it.
First and second, 2 outs. It is.
Oh, put him in his. I'll go. I got one.
Go ahead.
Mine is the.
He hit him.
Mine's the Washington Redskins. Announcing Wednesday of a game week that you're going to retire probably your most recent impactful player of all time, his number. Just realizing you needed a distraction from all the emails and all of the news cycle that was going on with the John Gruden and Bruce Allen and Daniel Snyder. So you decide to use Sean Taylor as a distraction to get the discussion to go to you, to go to Sean Taylor as opposed to off of you. So I just think it was a crumb move. I think it was a piece of shit way of handling it. Sean Taylor was a heck of a player for them. He was a heck of a player in general. And should have been given the proper amount of time to properly plan what goes into retiring a number.
So I'll piggyback off that. Patrick Mahomes' brother, was dancing on Sean Taylor's logo in a disgraceful video.
What is wrong with people?
Like, yeah. So
why do we even care about Jackson Mahomes? But yeah, I guess he's like a TikTok thing. Is he one of them?
Well, yeah, it's Mahomes' brother.
I understand it's his brother, but why do we give a fuck about?
Oh, well, I don't think anybody gives a fuck. I just think him dancing on the Sean Taylor logo. Oh no, we got by him! What are you doing?
Double switch. He made the double switch, and the guy couldn't make a play.
Wow,
it's the bum.
That's amazing.
That's straight bum juice.
Gosh.
You got to catch that ball.
Yes,
that ball's up in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Or die.
You got to catch that ball. You can't let it go by you.
You should have left Duval in there. Holy shit. Oh, that's amazing.
Who is that? Is that Marcelo Zuna?
No, it's Heredia.
I was going to say. Did they bring Ozuna back? he fielded like Ozuna. That's why I thought it was him.
Good play. No, Tommy, I saw that.
That ball's in the air forever. Where are you playing, dude? Where are you at?
His spray painted number in like a chained off area.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, very strange.
So I'm gonna crumb him because I don't like him anyway. So
yeah, crumb him up. Mine's the MLB managers. I just can't take it. When all of a sudden, like Sweep said, game's been played for over 100 years. We're just changing the game now, and we just take pitchers out in the third inning. These playoff games are crazy. Now, I do like the craziness, but mostly it's because we're just switching pitchers. This game's already been on for 3 hours. It's top of the seventh. It's only a 4-hour game, and they want to quicken everything up by quicken the pace, pitch clock. How about the fact that we're switching pitchers every 6 fucking minutes? Jesus Christ, let the guys pitch. I don't understand. We pulled Scherzer in 4.1 today. They're pulling every pitcher after 3 innings. Let some guys get out of some trouble sometimes. That's what they've done their whole life. I don't get it. I don't like it. Still love baseball. I just don't like it.
yeah, it's over managing.
Yeah.
Oh, to the th degree.
Tell our kids all the time. Watch it for entertainment. Don't watch it to learn anything.
Yeah, worse.
It's unreal. It's unreal how much.
What are you doing there? Like, you either pull up, you're either 10 feet away from it, and you know what I mean.
Keep it in front of you.
Yeah. You're lucky a third run didn't score, or you just fucking sell out. There's 2 outs. It's 2-2 in the fucking 7th in the fucking game 2 of a fucking playoff in the NLCS. Fucking go after it. Go get it, man.
Yeah, I mean, you got to sell out right there. Like
Yeah,
you said,
absolutely.
that's a sellout guy. You didn't go get it anyway. The guy got it. You got to sell out.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the ball. It's like, this happened? Fuck. So gross.
Yeah, it took me out for this guy.
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
Padres are expected to interview Mike Schlitt for their managerial opening.
Mr. Peepus?
Peeps, man.
I mean, it's kind of amazing that the Cardinals relieved him of his coaching duties after the dude riled off a crazy August and September.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of where
kind of amazing.
That's kind of where I was going to land. But I mean, I agree with you 100%. That's what I said. I was a huge fan of his, from the beginning. But they always find a way to start playing better in August. So I mean, obviously, if you didn't wait till August and September, and maybe you win the division, there's nothing fun about being in a 1-game wild card. But I don't put that, I don't put that on him. They won 17 in a row.
You can sign me up for that 1-game wild card every year.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying the way the Phillies have been playing. You can sign me up. You can say you guys are gonna be in a 1-game wild card next 6 years. Sign me up. I'll take it. I will take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I just meant like you said with the dull hair standing there. You know what I mean? Like I was hoping that they fucking overtook the Giants because you much rather have that game, even though
definitely.
They had a magical year too. But
and their game against the Giants was a great. Our game against the Dodgers was a great game.
Yeah. 17 in a row, 19 out of 22. It wasn't time to make him the scapegoat. But I heard that it was had to do with analytics. Shocker. All right.
Yeah,
so,
shocking. Probably want to bring in some young guy that's all about analytics.
Absolutely. You know what I mean?
So he can mismanage in a huge playoff game like Gabe did.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Love that. Everyone that was telling me all year, look at Gabe. Look at Gabe in San Fran. Look at him game 5 when he mismanaged the fuck out of that. Great job. You're going home now. See ya. Enjoy the games. 107 wins. Enjoy the playoffs.
Well, since he's back, I'll land on Ben Simmons. I mean, we're tired of talking about it, and it's been a topic of
crumb of the millennium
winner. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's been a crumb of the century, but he's been the crumb of the week since we're getting ready to kick off next week. Just I mean, like. First of all, we know how soft you are, but to come crawling back. Why? Because you want your money. You want your fucking 6 cars paid for, right? If you were if you were a man of principle, which you're not a man, you're still you're a fucking boy, you're a little fucking baby boy, right? But if you were a man of principle, you would have fucking held out. Go ahead, fucking tough guy, hold out and fucking and pay your fines and fucking force the hand and see what the Sixers can get for you. But no, once it became too much, you had to fucking. It's time to report now. It's time for me to report. I'm just gonna walk in like fucking nothing happened. All right, like you didn't just fucking piss.
It just shows up.
You didn't just piss in everybody's face. All right, in that fucking locker room. I never want to play there again. I never want to be here. Woo is me, trade me, because these fans are too mean, and the media and the fans are too mean. You guys are a bunch of meanies. You know what I mean? Like you expect me to dunk a ball with a little tiny guy on my back? I mean, come on. Obviously, the play was for me to dish it. Fuck you, fucking asshole. All right, I mean, fucking tired of your whole fucking antics. Tired of everything about you, right? But like we just said, fucking. 15 minutes ago. Of course, we're going to still watch, and we're going to be curious to see how it unfolds, and we hope he plays well because we're Sixers fans, and for the sake that we hope we can get something for you. All right, maybe you can get your trade value back up, right? Because everybody knows you're fucking damaged goods, and they had the fucking Sixers fucking bent over a barrel. You know what I mean? Once he said I want out, he's crying from the rooftops and. They know, everybody else knows what a fucking fragile fucking pussy he is. I mean, they know he's fucking, there's talent in there, right? But when you're dealing with a guy that's fucking a mental midget, right? Who the fuck wants to fucking give up a fucking king's ransom for that? You know what I mean?
Yep.
How about this? How about nobody knowing you're even coming?
Yeah.
Coming back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just showed up.
Hey, guys,
like,
I'm here.
Is this they said like all the reports were that he just showed up before the game on Monday, right? Just showed up at the arena. Like, who the fuck is this? Where the fuck this guy just come from?
Is this real life? Is this really happening?
Unreal.
Yeah, I just don't know how it works. It's gonna be curious, but nothing more fitting for Philadelphia than this. So
yeah, absolutely, Tommy. Like I said, if it was a reality show, it would be the best one on TV. It's unreal.
Sweeps, hide your eyes, buddy.
Yeah, I saw it. Goddamn fucking blister. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, even Mr. Peepers, I would say, fucking Reyes is fucking horse shit. But, Gio couldn't fucking, the dreaded fucking blister. Fucking ran Gio out there for the 9th and he couldn't throw. Ah, well. No use going back to
Taylor's who's playing center now?
Yeah, Taylor's playing third, right?
Taylor's still there.
You know what Kranich just told him? I don't know who the fuck we have in center field, but that ball's got to be caught. Don't worry about that. That ball's got to be fucking caught.
Luke, that's not on you. Although it counts to your ERA, but that's not on you.
So fuck that guy in
I
center.
don't know if we can answer that, Nick, because we don't even know what it is. And not that we were kind of talking privately the other day, all of us.
What's going on?
And we're trying to get into people's, private lives, and we hope everything's okay with them. But I mean, like we don't even have a clue. Like nobody's even, that's I'm not saying they got to spill his complete business, but I mean, like we don't even have any idea.
Steven Souza's in.
Souza came into play right. Betts moved over to center.
The only thing I've heard, Sweeps, is Sirianni said we hope to have him back this season. That's all he said.
Yeah, well.
And that's not good news. Like that.
I mean that doesn't make me feel good. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would say we don't see him this year, Nick, for whatever reason. Because if it's what I think it could be, right? I don't think you see him this year.
What is this? Let's hear it. What do you think it could be?
Well, I think if it was family stuff, it would be more reported. I think the fact that it's personal and it could be an addiction issue.
Right.
I think that's why you're not getting it reported. I think it was like somebody passed away in his family, that's reported. Certain things that would be reported just because they would get out. This one I could see organizationally out of respect even more so that they keep it. And the NFL's like a bunch of pieces of shit. So my other crumb is because I'm just going to assume that this is what it is because a lot of guys deal with it. But it's like you're going to keep popping dudes for weed, but you'll fill them up with painkillers. Like it's just a walking contradiction. They are, and then guys got to go through this. And I'm not saying like, guys should know better about taking them, but guys want to play. Guys want to get their money. So if the NFL's giving you something that can get you out there on Sunday, right, you're probably going to take it in that position.
They all take it.
But so if there's other ways that we can get your body better and not break down as much, right? There's other alternatives to have your body not break down as much.
Yeah, I just think I'm not saying you're wrong. You nobody knows. You know what I mean? We're all speculating. You know what I mean? But I just think I feel like that would get leaked. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like especially you saw the whole.
That was the only thing leaked.
You know what I mean? That it was.
And people say it's not true, but it was the only thing.
Okay, gotcha.
If you went to Twitter, the only thing you would find, which is weird, is that, which is strange, right? Like something else would show up. I just feel like, and I'm not trying. Listen, I hope listen. I'm not.
Yeah, I was thinking more like stress or anxiety. You know what I mean? Like or depression. I don't know, like something like that because of the the 2021 we live in. It's a sensitive thing. You know what I mean? Where you might try to sweep that under the rug. You know what I mean? As opposed to if they were like, hey, this guy's sucking down painkillers that like Flintstone vitamins. They would report that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Flintstone kids.
I don't know either, but I hear you.
Yeah, I mean that's just all you say. That might not even be true. So we'll wait and find out, and go from there because he's owed money. So
that's a nice double play ball.
Yes, it is. No bond.
Oh, thanks,
yeah,
Dan.
Tommy, who knows? I hear you. We'll see what happens. I would say you're probably right, dead on, that we won't see him.
Which, makes sense if that's the issue. You know what I mean? Makes even more sense, about a year.
And these guys do take, I mean, I think I've said this before, but my dad played Division I football in the 70s. He said the doctors used to just say, here, take these. He didn't even ask what they were. All right. Fucking take them.
Yeah, take them and go play Saturday or Sunday. That's how it is, especially when there's this kind of money on the line too.
Yeah.
At this level, and a guy who's dealt with a lot of injuries and not the only one around the league. You know what I mean? Fucking physical sport.
Get over, Blake.
It's a hell of a fucking 10 minutes for a radio.
Yeah.
Fucking
100 hopper to terrible job in center field you're in for defense, and then you just get fucking thumbed on pitch one, right? You got 8 fingers left. You and fucking JPP are having a fucking finger fuck off, right? And you get fucking, and oh my goodness gracious, fucking retire, radio, fucking retire, would you?
Yes, Bill. That is true. I think. If he was in like a facility, yeah. I don't know, but we don't know that. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, we'll wait and see. Nick, there's no point to make a play for any of those guys. at this point of where we're at.
Yeah.
You know,
We agree. Rieger sucks.
heard loud and clear there. We're
Yeah, we don't got to pay. I don't know. We'll pay other guys a ton more money just for us not to throw the ball to them.
Or not hit them in the right position, right? I mean, both of those guys, especially Odell, or at least old Odell. Odell was one of those guys that could take a 5-yard slant to the house at any point. But with a guy like Jalen throwing him the ball, that ball is going to be behind him to where he's just going to get tattooed over the middle and killed, and And
actually, I don't think
that was the young Odell, right? I mean, of course, he's old,
don't
not
think that
older,
our,
but he's injured and stuff like that.
I think our besides the running back, I don't know what we're doing. We're not running the ball. But I kind of like all guys they're all young. They've all shown a little something. I know we're not high on Reagor, but he's still very young. He's shown a couple flashes. I like Quez. I like Devonta.
I love Quez.
I like Dallas. I don't like him getting knocked out in the offseason, but I like Dallas.
I think
Quez.
I
still always think he's a pussy.
I think Quez, Devontae, and Dallas is a good little start.
Yeah,
trying to go in the right direction there.
The one thing oh my God, TJ got blown the frig up. The one thing you now lose with obviously trading Ertz, though, is just like the case in point, Dallas missed this last game. So where is your other tight ends?
Oh, Dick Rod. Dick Rod's got great hands.
He's hurt.
Richard Rodgers?
Yeah, he hasn't played all year.
I just thought that you bring him out of the shed. Like, come on back out, Dick Rod. Let's go.
He's really not hurt. You're just bringing him back. Like
he does have great hands. He ain't gonna do much for you. He's an old guy.
Yeah,
guys, I'll catch it.
But I agree. I like Dallas, but that one of Dallas's issues over his young career so far has been staying on the field.
Absolutely.
So it's tough to sit there and kind of, I guess, rely on a guy that struggles to stay on the field for extended periods of time. And then you go and I get why you did it, right? But then you go and trade the guy that for the most part of his career was on the field.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true.
And then you find out why, because of the money.
Yeah.
And I think they threw him a bone.
We're all tied up here in Pittsburgh. Oh, by the way.
But there's a guy opposite of like the Ben Simmons situation, right? He wanted a new contract. He could have held out, but no, he was a professional about it. Came in, wasn't a problem, right? Didn't cause an issue. Came in, was a professional, was the character guy that everybody thought he was, and made plays when needed to, and was a team guy, and gets his wish and gets traded.
Yeah, I agree. And to a good situation.
And to a great situation.
Yeah, good spot. Good spot for him.
But everything's about a team having a need too, right? And Cardinals ended up having a need, and then it was a match made in heaven where they're willing to eat the money because they're in a need situation, and this guy we want to honor him and let him go play somewhere else, right? So I mean, it's that's one of those win-wins.
Sure.
For the player too, because I want nothing unless we play them. I want nothing but success for Zach. I mean, a lot of big plays here. So
absolutely,
yeah, yes, he did.
And Dallas makes a lot of big plays when he's on the field. So I mean, not calling him Zach Ertz, just saying he's physical. He's a different type of tight end. Better through contact, some of those types of things.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good mix to have now when your outside guys are more speed guys and smaller guys. You almost need that bruiser. Like if you look at Kansas City a little bit, Kelsey bruiser going to run through you, but everybody on the outside is trying to run by you. Right? So, I'm not trying. I don't want to be, I'd much rather be them than us right now. But I know they have their struggles as a squad. But you know what I'm getting at? It's been like that over there, right? I mean, the biggest guy they had was Sammy Watkins. He's not that big, so right. I mean, that's been their MO. So I mean, there's proof to that. You also need Patrick Mahomes out.
He's pretty okay.
Gardner.
Sweeps, is that you? Or is that Gardner?
Gardner. Oh, cute.
Has anybody seen Sweeps and Gardner Minshew in the same room together?
That's
I'm
a
just
no.
saying.
That's a no.
Just saying.
Love to have that fucking mullet too. Love to have me some little mullet action for funsies.
Bring back the mullet. Let's do it.
Nick, things we already knew about Mills and Aguilar, but guess what? I got nothing bad to say about those guys in terms of, they're all part of us winning something. So we knew what they were though at the end, right? Like their true colors came out.
Sure.
Jalen was okay. If Jalen was your second corner, you're okay. He's okay. For what the pick he was and everything like that, he was fine. Not great, not worth the money New England gave him. Not worth that money. But he's okay. Nelly is what he is. He'll have some big plays, and then he'll have like today, drop wide open ball. Like that. That's Nelly. That's Nelly. That's why he drove you crazy. Well, I think
lower.
Well, guess what? He had his best year when we needed him to have his best year.
Sure.
So take the go with the bad on that one. Thanks, Chip. Because these are all Chip guys, not even fucking Howie, fucking loser.
This is true.
Can't even blame them on Howie. That's like the first hole I think I've seen Najee Harris have in 6 weeks.
You won that last week.
Yeah, it was the first hole. First time I seen him on second level without being touched first.
I think he had 120 last week, but
I think everything was like him having to break fucking 45 tackles. Like the worst offensive line in the history of sports, I feel like. Like watching them run the balls, it's like, dude, this guy just had to fight off 15 guys 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage just to gain a yard. Yeah, fought off 11 guys. How did all 11 guys get there?
Barry Sanders type.
We'll change of pace. You get some yards. Look at this. Look at us. Look at us tonight.
Say Welsh. I think that might be it. He said 10% a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, Darby got beat today. He's a reason why guess what? Their front doesn't get home enough. For the money and the amount of assets they have up there in terms of Washington, they don't get home enough if you watch enough of them. And not just this week. They haven't got home enough all year.
No, they've been bad this year.
That was Kalen Balazs running hard there. Woo. Kalen Balazs, ex-Fish.
Yeah, I just saw the Harris run. He got hit pretty square in the leg.
Oh my God, dude. This guy's a train wreck.
Who?
Ben.
Oh, I haven't even watched it yet. I'm behind.
Oh my God, dude.
It's exact. No, you're 1,000% right, buddy. It's so hard to fucking watch. It's exactly not comparing the two because one's the GOAT. I'm saying, but this is what Belichick thought. You know what I mean? This is what Bill was banking on that when he said, you know what, we're good, buddy. Had 6 titles. You know what I mean? This is what Bill thought in his head. And Tom is going to play till he's 52.
Seager go again.
He's gotten better. This is what Bill didn't want. This is embarrassing to watch fucking Ben. And I'm not comparing the two. Just saying. This guy's won 2 Super Bowls too. You know what I mean? He's had a tremendous career. It's fucking sad to watch.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly.
That's pathetic.
You have this game in the bag and you've had no offensive rhythm. Since 17-3, I think it was.
That was a mess. I just saw that. That was a mess.
Yeah, that's like when you're 65 and you go out for the backyard football. You know what I mean? And everything's just tight. And you're like, I didn't get loosened up today. I didn't get loosened up. That's what it looks like. Everything's like.
Did you fire it right in the ground?
Yeah, every throw is like, ow. Ow.
You're indecisive and you're fucking spiking it right by your feet.
Yeah, can't see nothing. It's like Paul's trying to hit the curveball. You know what I mean? At this point in your career, you're older, bro. The eyes ain't as great.
If that's a fumble, though, right? Tell me as an organization, you don't go to the next guy.
Next guy is Dwayne Haskins.
Is it worse than this?
Probably, but I go to him. Shit, maybe he learned his lesson.
Is it Haskins or is it Rudolph?
It depends on how they go, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
Haskins in the building for sure.
But
you're right. Haskins definitely there.
But they do have Rudolph too. They do have 2, I guess, capable backups. But
at least with Rudolph, he's gonna fucking antagonize somebody to fucking hit him with a helmet. Yeah. He's gonna get you 15. He's gonna throw you a pick, but he's gonna get you 15.
Their hope is that
you're right.
If they went to Dwayne, Greg, to your point though, their hope would have to be he's learned some lessons.
Yeah.
Right. Not in terms of talent, because he has a strong arm and all those things, but did he learn any lessons? Right. I don't have those answers.
But you're right. That's pathetic though from Ben. And you see, but yeah, if I'm Tomlin, if I'm the organization, like, how do you keep rolling that out? This game was a blowout.
Because it's the opposite. They're the most loyal organization in sports per se.
Yeah.
Right. So, and sometimes to their fault where they go too long with stuff. Right. But they always, because they're such a great organization, they always land back on their feet.
Yep.
You know, like Sweet said with New England, it was like, well, you know, I think we won so much. Like, you know, you're in your 40s. What do we do? You know what I mean? What are we doing here? It's time for all of us to go in a different direction. And then, yeah, but the ego's probably getting involved. That's a fucking lootly. It's a 6 rings. I'm going to say, yeah. You did a lot of great things here, but I was a damn good coach here too. Right. So you don't start pushing your weight around me. And then you see where it goes. Right. And they both love each other, but the ego's gotten in the way on both of them. And because the New England Patriots did Tom Brady no favors the last 3 years of his career either. Right, sure. In terms of weapons, like it became a dumpster fire and weapons and everything. He goes to the greatest place ever. 2 things: warm weather for an old guy, win, and fucking weapon galore, win. So I mean, he couldn't have went to a better situation. I mean, Gronk was like dead. Gronk was dead. He came out of retirement for him. Got AB to fucking toe the line, right? I mean, think about it. And he goes somewhere, and they had an okay regular season, 10-6. They get in the dance and they win because that's what he does.
There's gotta be a meme right there. Like I feel like Ben shit his fucking Depends right there. Like that could be like that could be a fucking meme for like Depends. Like, hey, when you fucking shit your pants and you're an adult, like you just like shit all over himself.
If this isn't a fumble, I don't know what it is. Because it feels like you still have it in control right there.
How about this year? I mean, sports is crazy.
You just dropped the ball.
Sports is amazing, though. You know what I mean? Like a year where Russell Wilson never gets hurt, Trouty never gets hurt. You know what I mean? Both guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, Wilson will be back.
Geno Smith outplaying Ben Simmons. I mean,
also outplaying Ben Simmons probably too. You probably suit up Geno. You probably run the point better than Ben.
Great defender, Geno.
They're taking a long look at this. I don't know what that means.
Bottom 8, I think, in baseball.
Yeah,
I mean, look at Tomlin's face. Tomlin's face not say like
what am I on for Freddie, who's been scuffling. This is it.
Right? Did you guys see Tomlin's face there at the end? It looked exactly like Sweeps was like saying, like, how am I like, can somebody like can the Roonies like comment down in my earpiece and say you can put him down?
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Did he go?
Nah, off the
down
end.
Too. He tug up though. I like the aggressiveness. Fucking yeah, I know. I thought Freddie did too. You better make that though.
Well, at least he put it in play. I mean, what do you want to say? 7 straight Ks. At least he put a ball in play.
Yeah, it felt like it was like he was 0 for his last 20 with 20 punches.
Did you see him the other day? Did you see those videos of him having, warming up with his son on the field?
This guy,
like during that practice, Freddie with his son Charlie. Like, I mean, that's the good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Freddie's a fucking ace, bro.
No, absolutely. But he was having a catch with him, and then he was taking like grounders from Ron and Charlie. His son was sitting right next there.
You know, not that you weren't saying that, but people got to take away the whole rivalry sometimes, and you get to the person. You know what I mean? You get who that person is deep down. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of great guys.
Freddie's one of my favorite players.
A lot of great dudes. A lot of great dudes out there that that wear different jerseys. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you one thing: if Cass was old enough to watch like baseball like that, we'd watch a lot of Atlanta Braves games. And people be like, "Tom, you're a Phillies fan. How can you say that?" Because I fucking love Freddie Freeman. Love him. I've loved him for too long. Where I feel like guilty saying how much I loved him. I said I wish we were the Braves for how many years.
I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have it.
I wish we had a team built around Freddie Freeman.
I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have it as bad as you guys. Not as bad as you guys. I mean, I like the Phils, but they're my second squad. You know what I mean? So as a Cardinal guy, the Braves don't matter as much to me as they do to you guys. But I still hate the Braves. I despise them, but I respect them. You know what I mean? And they're just, it's a fucking juggernaut, man. It's unbelievable. It really is.
That's like
But
what
I've
I
always
do. You're
wanted to
old, bro.
respect. As I've gotten older, I want to sort of respect greatness in the moment too. In terms of what I think is a great hitter in today's day and age, where everybody wants a launch angle and do all these other things, and I look at a guy like Freddie Freeman, and it's like, man, if I had
we're 3, good tag up by him.
If you got a young kid, trying to learn the game.
Oh my God, he's down 2. Oh my God, what are you doing, dude? Holy shit, Ron Washington. I mean,
He's out. Well, you call him safe?
I can't believe that's even close. It's a snort. Nobody's over there, dude. Who'd you think was going to catch it? And Ronnie, you're down 2. You got to be 100%, buddy. Holy fuck. Souza came up fucking hosing. And with replay, this is trouble here. They're going to look at this.
Ron just did a line.
There's nobody there. That's what we tell our kids all the time. No, not only know where your outfielders are, know where everybody's at. There's nobody there. Like, you got to be going right on the crack.
Yeah, that landed like right behind the infield.
Yeah. See, he stopped right there. And that's what might almost cost him. We'll see
He's in.
See what the replay tells us. I think he got in.
He's in.
Yeah.
That stutter step. That
He
stutter
did
step.
stutter. And then he stuttered around the base, too.
Yeah, stutter step made this close.
He's in. It's a good angle, umpire. Good job out of you.
Yeah, great job by him.
Will Smith, good fucking pick. Real short hop.
Oh, yeah, great call.
Yeah, wow. Good. Look at him. Look at the umpire moving. It's all we asked for, Sweeps.
Oh, just in.
Move your feet, buddy. And I'm assuming that Albies is a great base runner, that he's standing on second base. Right?
Better be.
He better be standing on second base. He's not. Greg, wow.
I don't think so, at
This
least.
is when you got to fight guys. Nobody was going to cut that, dude. That's why. Stop celebrating these fucking guys. He'll probably just steal second, but that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing that he's not at second base.
Yeah, he's sitting there right at first.
Wow.
Got to be on second. That's terrible.
You're right, though. That situation, that play can't be that close.
No.
It can't be that close. You got to walk home.
Walk home and I can understand.
Especially with your lineup coming up, right? You got Riley coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got dudes that are still swing it.
You got to be 100%. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what Souza does. Souza's got a fucking torch. I mean, he's a bench guy, but he's got a fucking torch.
Uh-huh.
You know that in your thing as a third base coach. You know what I mean? I love
And he
Ronnie.
came up wrong on that anyway.
Yeah, Ronnie's been doing it a long time, and I respect Ronnie. You know what I mean? But as a third base coach, I hear you. I'm aggressive as a motherfucker. So
He's out though. If he comes up the right way, throwing there.
and I've had egg on my face plenty of times, but it's just the time and score. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything. Now it means something more if Ozzie moved up. You know what I mean? So if you knew Ozzie was going to drop anchor, then you just hold him there because 4-3 don't do you any good. But the fact that if you're going to send him and he beats it and Ozzie does his job, now he's in tying runs in scoring position. If he would have known that, Ronnie would have held him. Hey, let's go first and third here. Now you can still roll a double play, but guess what? Ozzie's probably going to steal second here because Will Smith throws like a little fucking. He's got a little fucking absolute fucking Jalen Hurts noodle too.
Uh-oh, don't say that.
Yeah, but if he came up on that ball the right way, not like a fucking infielder.
Locked in, buddy. Austin Riley is locked in, gentlemen. Ozzie, is he going to score?
Oh, my.
Flying, boys.
Oh, my.
He's out. Oh, my God. He would have been out. Oh, my God. See, and that's what you get, Roberts. And I understand. If you guys bet it, I apologize, but this is why I despise the Dodgers. This guy's
I took the Braves.
This guy's a 20-game winner. There's no reason for him to be out of the pen. Right? And I love it. Good. That ball's drilled. To Greg's point, Austin Riley coming up, and you would have had egg on your face, fucking Ronnie Washington.
Yeah. I mean, now you'd be, if he's out, you're 4-3 with a guy on second base with 2 outs.
Yeah.
And you might not even pitch to him at that point.
I understand you got to send him there. I mean, like, I'm an aggressive monster too. I mean, on the second one, but Ozzie almost got thrown out. Yeah. If he hangs on to that, that's bad. That's bang.
Yeah, I took the Braves before, and I took the Braves when they were down 4-2. So let's go Braves. Not that dude back there. Somebody should punch him in the face.
That's an issue.
Yeah. Hey, easy, Sailor.
I remember my first playoff game.
Easy, Sailor. Jesus. Well, listen, boys. Great show.
Robert's moron. Go to your closer. Brings his starter in the game.
This is why we talk about Dave Roberts for years now. This is nothing new. I mean, it's a funny thing. He got lucky last year in a way. You don't have to get lucky. You got to win it, right? But, I mean,
what a hose from Seaver, though, too.
I say, dude, like, big league guy, it's amazing when you can throw the baseball. Like, not to cut Tommy off. I mean,
cut away.
High school guys, tell my 13-year-old guys now, it's like, I know you guys are just, getting physical and you're getting a little more mature. That's fine. But if you can't throw the baseball, you can't play. Right? It's the reason why the first thing I do when I hit, not the first thing I do, but when I hit IO, two in the corner, I go fucking, 3 away from you. And then the guys are like, oh, am I cutting this? I go, no. Like, freshmen that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I go, no. Watch it. I want him to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, you see that it didn't reach. It's 50 feet from the bag right there. Like, he can get a little more physical and he can get a little more stronger. Maybe he's just a pup, but I want him to see that he ain't ready. Don't tell me that I'm ready to play. I'm ready to play varsity. You can't even make a throw. 2 in the corner. You can't make a throw. Come on. It's a beautiful thing to watch when you got a fucking hose.
Yeah.
That was a great relay.
Yeah, seeds are a good time.
There's something, and it didn't work out, but there is something too magically about watching like a relay, especially that middle guy. Just like the fluid motion, the all-in-one, the catch, the feet, and then the seed. When it's all done, in motion, in timing. There's and then it leads to an out. There's like nothing, in this game that's almost better than that.
Yep. And that just tells you, like I said, it just, before we get off, just to compare the two organizations, because, you guys are fucking, you guys are red through and through, but, just think about the year Harper had, so could you imagine losing your best player? You know how we feel about Freddie Freeman, Freddie's fantastic, and forget about the, he's scuffling right now, but Acuna's, he's obviously the future, and he's fantastic. He's a guy that can do it all. So you lose that guy, so from a Philly standpoint, you imagine losing fucking Harper. We're like, come on. Phillies would have been 40 games out.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it didn't get you anything. I'm talking as far as, a well-deserved MVP. It didn't get you anything team-wise.
Mm-hmm.
But just imagine losing him like they lost to Kuna. That's the difference in the two organizations. Like, these guys got guys that could fucking plug and play, And then they got arms for days, and they just it's a tale of two organizations, really, and it's actually fucking sad if you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, because you're right. Outside, like if we lost Harper, we're nowhere close. Like we're not even close when you factor in injuries, right? If you're just factoring, the names on the paper. We're there, but when you factor in the depth and what you need to complete a season, no, we're nowhere close.
Yeah, and then obviously if you're a Braves fan, you gotta think like it probably reminds Eagle fans of that stretch you guys had. Like every year you had 11, 12 wins, book it, Dano. And you knew you were in the playoffs and you were going to get to the NFC, conference final, and you just didn't find a way to, not to pour salt on you, just to, you couldn't find a way to cut the nets down. These guys, even so, in my point of being a great organization and everything they've done, I think they won 1 World Series since we were kids. Talk about epic fails. They had the original big 3. You won 1. Bobby Cox, you loser. That's what you get for wearing metal cleats, you fucking idiot. You go hit your wife, you loser.
Good job, Bobby.
Yep. Yeah, Wills, we were talking about, buddy. We saw your phone had fucking was on. We figured your phone was on the skirts, my friend. Yep, doesn't belong in the game. Guy's a 20-game winner. All right, they're fucking bringing him out of the fucking pen. So fucking stupid.
I couldn't even imagine if I went Pittsburgh tonight on the suicide.
What did they call? Oh, yeah, of course.
I'd be dripping.
Oh my God, yeah.
Dripping.
Did they call that a fumble or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They didn't do anything with it. It's been 3 and out since.
Yeah, this could be a tie. You could tell me this game ties. I won't tell you you're lying.
Yeah, you pulled Eddie Griswold. I could wake up with my head sewed to the fucking carpet. I wouldn't be surprised. Good shit, boys. We could.
Yeah, great show.
218. Look at us.
No, Ted. Sweets brought up he was playing the Colts, and I was like, you know what? When else would I use the Colts? So I was worried about Carson fucking me somehow. But it was a win and survive and
We're moving on. We're moving
on. What up, Don?
Don, what's up, brother?
NBA Wednesday, yep. Well, Tuesday really gets going.
Donnie.
Don's coach calling out the quarterback.
We love you. We love you too. We love you too, Don. Fucking Campbell going for it on his. The fucking guy hates punting. He's so intense. Then he kicks a field goal down 27-0. Right? The fucking oxymoron, Dan Campbell. Grow the fuck up. The reason.
Did you hear him call Jared Goff in the?
But I love to.
In the presser.
Yeah, in so many words. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he mentioned before. Said he's like, it's tough to judge him right now because of just how bad we are. Then he paused for like a good minute and he goes, but he needs to step up. He needs to make some better throws, better decisions. He needs to step up and be a leader on this team.
Sure. Absolutely.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Not wrong.
I'm an accountability guy. We're accountability guys. You know what I mean? Like I said, there's a difference when you want to air dirty laundry and air stuff like that might be not relevant or.
I mean, he threw a fourth down out of bounds today. Yeah. So, I mean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's another guy that, at the end of the day, I mean, obviously his stats still fucking stink, but that's another guy with garbage stats. You know what I mean? At one point, when in the thick of the game, he had like 40 yards passing.
Yeah.
And he ended up with 200 because they're fucking down 35-0. You know?
Baby hands can't even throw in a dome.
Yep.
Oh, Colts Niners next week. Uh-oh.
And now the Rams can't be stopped. So it just shows you how good those weapons really were that were around them too. Right? I mean, Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods pretty good. And he had a little run there. I'm not taking nothing away from him there, but he's not. He was never a number one pick in the draft. 3
points in the Super Bowl, man. I know we understand Belichick's a fucking defensive guy and yada yada. Come on, 3 points in the Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck. If you're playing the 85 Bears, find a fucking way. Yeah. Find a fucking way. Find a fucking way to put up 10.
Yeah, find another field goal or two, for God's sake.
Oh my goodness gracious! This is 2? Oh my God, Sing 2? This is fantastic. Woohoo! And watch this first one with B. Oh yeah, Tom, you'll be locked into these animated ones coming up, buddy. Fucking Handy Manny was my fucking dude growing up when she was little. That was a cartoon, but Sing 1 was fantastic. All right, Sing 2? Oh, goodness gracious. Love it. Hercules.
Well, I'm a little Hercules.
All right, I'm hungry. Getting the fuck out of here. And I'm gonna go up and get a beer. So.
All right, boys. Great show. Everybody out there, thanks for tuning in. Every Sunday, we're brought to you by our doc, make them yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. Find them right on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. We're also brought to you by Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. And you can't forget about FanUp, daily NFL contests and more. FanUp is the best way to enjoy fantasy sports. Win great prizes. Sign up today. Use promo code A2D for 5,000 bonus points. That's a $50 value at fanup.app. Love FanUp. Can't get enough of it. Had like 20 entries in today. Go check them out yourself. Download the app. FanUp right on the Apple Store. Use the promo code A2D. 5,000 bonus points. $50 value. What do you rob it?
No, but we thought he got it.
Never got there, yeah.
In the middle, that's the wily professional host fucking owner you are. I mean, me and Greg were both fucking making noises like fucking 3-year-old, and you didn't fucking blink, buddy. And a guy can play in front of 40,000. Guy can play in front of 40,000 and not even fucking blink. All right, because I thought he got it. Then he just kept drifting and drifting. I was like,
talk about a guy scuffling right now. Trey
Turner's
Turner's struggling.
Great job by you. The whole
paralyzed.
Great job by you. Hold it together.
What happened to this guy?
I didn't see it.
watching football?
Yeah, I got both of them on.
I know, Johnny 12 TVs. Johnny 12 TVs. I know. Hold on, buddy. I'm working on there one in the man cave. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm gonna fucking throw one up here. Gonna go to fucking streaming, so I'm worried about I don't worry about fucking cords and cables and all that other fucking bullshit. It's time to go fucking streamy. It's time to go fucking streamy. Get some shit mounted here.
Wireless talk. All right, family. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Make sure you're following us on every platform. We can't thank you enough. For Greg Milakovic, Nick DelGozzo, Brian Wilson, I'm Tom Arnone. This has been Agree to Disagree. Only on HUD Radio. We love y'all. Thanks for all the support. We out.